Hey, this is BremSter. I know this is a terrible time for most of my audience. I'm streaming in the evening Australian time in summer, and all of my audience is in bed. But I've been struggling solving puzzles recently, and I figured what I wanted to do is just run through some genuinely approachable Sudoku. And I've been streaming that, and people can catch up with it as a video on demand. So what I'm going to do is I'm literally just going to sit down and I'm just going to try and work through the puzzles and talk what I'm doing. I've put on some Pink Floyd. I'm listening to Dark Side of the Moon, and then it'll roll into Issue Here and Animals and The Wall and The Final Cut and Momentary Lapse of Reason. And I'm just going to work through the genuinely approachable Sudoku puzzles. And that's what I'm going to do. So the first puzzle we have is Gas, Love and Thermos by Philip Newman from the 1st of September 2022. This is just still working through. Hey Ratfinks, so that's what I'm doing. So the rules of this one: normal Sudoku rules, 1 to 9 in every row, column and box. Digits in cages cannot repeat and sum to the total given, and along slow thermos, digits must increase along the thermo, but they can also stay the same. And of course my Discord pings almost instantly. So that's how things work. So I'm going to, restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. So in a 4 cage, we can only have, 4 cage can only be made up with 1 and 3, but this couldn't be a 1 because then I'd have to put 1s in all of these. That doesn't work. But this can be a 3. If this is a 2, then this is a 2, then this is a 2, and then this is a 1. So a 2 and an 8 cage mean this is a 6. It also means this is a 6. These are 3, so these have to sum to 15. They can't be 6, 9, so there's 7, 8. So the end of this, it can be a maximum of 8. So now, what am I looking at now? So a 10 cage, it's probably this 7, 8. Maximum 8, maximum 8, maximum 8, maximum 7, maximum 6, maximum 5. No, yeah, maximum 5, because these could be the same. That can't be, that can't be, that can't be. Maximum 4, maximum 3, maximum 3, maximum 2, and because of the 1, this is 2. So it's 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 8, 7. 8 and 3 is... Whoa, I've broken it. Oh, crap. What have I done already? How have I done this already? That is right. 8, 8, 8. This has to be down. 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 This has to be 3, 3, 2. That, because it can't, but that would make this 8, 3, and that's broken. How have I broken this? This is what's been happening to me with every puzzle I do. This can't be 9, 6 because of that. This can't be a 1 in the one in the 4 cage. This has to be 3, 2, 2, 2, 1. So if this is 8, the maximum here is 8. Maximum here is 8. This has to be lower because it's in the same box. Has to be lower, it's in the same column. Has to be lower, it's in the same column. Has to be lower, same box. Has to be lower. Doesn't have to be... Oh, this could be 3. There we go. This could be 3. So this is 2 or 3. This is 2 or 3. This is 2 or 3. This is 3 or 4. I can't put 5 in a 10 cage. So this has to be higher than 3, and I can't, and maximum 5, but I can't put 5 in the 10 cage. This is 4 and 6, which means this is 7, 8, 8, 8, 7, which means this can't be 3 because that would be 3, 7. This is 2, 8. And this can't be 2, 8. This is 3, 7, which means this is 3 and 8. And I'm broken again. What the heck is... I can't do any bloody puzzles. Okay. Maximum 8, maximum 8, maximum 8, maximum 7, maximum 6, maximum 4, maximum 3, maximum 2, maximum 2, maximum 2. That is absolutely thing. So this has to be 2, 8. This has to be 2, 9. This has to be 2, 9. This has to be 3, 7. This has to be 4, 6. This is 7, 8, 8, 8, 7. This is 8, 3. This is 8, 1. This is 7, 2. Okay. I'm doing this sort of stuff all the time recently, and it's breaking my brain. This can't be 2, 7 or 3, 6. So it's 1, 8 with 8, 1 or 4, 5. But I don't think it could be 4, 5 because it'd be 5, 4. But this here is minimum 4, which makes this minimum 6. So this has to be 8. Because if this was 5, this would be 5, 4, that'd have to be 3, and it can't be. So this is 8, 1. This is minimum 8, minimum 7. And this has to be 4, 6, 7, 8, 8, 1, 7, 3. And that has to be correct. Hey, Frappy, this is breaking me. Like, I literally can't solve anything. That puts 8 here. These are 1, 2, 3, 5, and 7. Well, there's no 3 or 7 there, so that's the 5, and I take the 5 out of those. This is the 3, this is the 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 9. The 4 here makes this the 9. This becomes the 4. This becomes the 5. This becomes the 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 7. There's no 3 there or 7 there. That's not where I should be looking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 5. This is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. No, 4, 5, and 9. There's no 5 there. There's no 9 there. Well, that's not that helpful either. Where am I looking? Well, that is known. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's no 5 there. So this is the 5. This column, 1, 4, 7. Well, there's no 7 there. No. Hey, J40. This is me just trying to get my solving cred back, or solving mojo back, because I've lost it and I just wanted to just try and do some puzzles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's no 3 there. There's no 5 there. That's not it. I've got to put a 2 in one of... 2 is right there. 4, 5, 9. These are 4, 5, 9. So 4 is up here. Oh, this is the 9. This is a 4, 5 pair. So this is not 4. 1 is in 1. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is right there. So these are, well, the 1 that's up there makes this the 7, which makes this the 4, this the 3, this the 7. The 4 looks up making this the 1. These are 1, 6, 8. The 1 and the 8 makes that the 6. The 8 makes this the 1 and this the 8. This is now 1, 2, 3, and 9. I'll use the 3 to make that the 9 and that the 3. Hopefully this is not completely balked right now. 4 and 6, I think, is what's missing. So I can resolve those. Now this column, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7, which I can resolve because I've got a 7 in row 8. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 9. I've already got a 4 and a 6 in row 7. So that gets to there. So these are 1, 2, and 3, I think. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, and there's a 2, 3 there. So this is the 1. And there's a 2 there. So that's the 3, that's the 2. That takes 3 out of there, giving me a 4, 5 pair. That becomes the 3. The 5 here, of course, makes this the 4, this the 5, this the 4. The 4 makes this the 6 and this the 4. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7, which I can put in. 7 and 5. 1 and 9, which I can resolve. And the last digits I need to put in are 6 and 8. So 6 and 8. 8 minutes 10. That will be a terrible time because I completely messed up the start of that. But that's the way it goes. As I said, I'm just wanting to try and get my do something to get my solving back in line. Hang on, I turned off the hide peaking Sven. Okay. So, normal Sudoku rules apply, and that's it. Okay, so this is a classic Sudoku from September the 2nd, 2022 by Sam Kappelman Lines. So I've just loaded it up, so let's see how we go. So 5 and 6. 6 is in one of those two because it can't be there or there, which puts 6 up here. That's not it. Okay, 5 is in one of those two, however, because again, 5 can't go in those, which also puts 5 in one of those two. That's probably not it either. There'll be something easier than this that I am not seeing. Well, such as this is 5 and 6. So these are 1, 2, 4, and 9. There's no 2 there. There's no 9 there. But the 5, 6 means 5 is in one of those. That's not it. But the 3 and the 4 are in here, which means that's not 4. 3 is in here, 4 is in here, 1 and 2 is in here, 2 is in here, 3 and 6, 6 is down here. There'll be a naked single somewhere, such as that's a 1, because those are all seen by 1s, which means 1 is over here somewhere. I don't think that's what I like, but 8 is down here. Oh, 8 is in one of those two. 3 is in one of those two. 2 is in one of those two. 7 is in one of those two. There's something going on here I haven't quite twigged to. I know what these 3 are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 7, and 8. Well, there's a 3, 7 there. So that's the 8. The 8 comes out of those. This is the 7. This is the 3. Put 7 right there, which makes this the 5. 4 is in one of those two. Well, I know what this triple is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 8, and 9. There's no 4 there, but if this is 4, 8, and 9, then that's the 6. 4, 8, and 9. So in here, 1, 2, 8, 9. 8 is down, well, 8 is right there. This is a 2, 9 pair. So this is the 1. So this is the 2. This is the 1. This is the 9. This is the 2. These are now 1, 2, 4, 5. And this is 6, 9. Okay. Getting somewhere slowly. 1 is in those. This is a known triple, which is 1, 6, 8. There's no 8 there, there's no 1 there, there's no 6 there. It's not jumping out at me. But this is a known triple now. 2, 5, 9. There's no 2, there's no 5. That's also not jumping out at me. So 1 is in, oh, 1 is right there, which means that's 4. These are 3 and 7, and I know the order. 3 and, no, they're not 3 and 7 because I just did that stupid. This is 3, 4, 5, 3 and 6, which I also know the order of. 3 and 6, which means that's 4 and that's 3. I'm not sure what I'm doing with the 2, 5, 9, though. Now, 6 is in one of those two. I don't think that's what I'm looking at. 2 is in one of those two. Why is it that this seems to run out? It doesn't. That's a 7, 8. Oops, I'm in the wrong road. That's a 7, 8, which looks up meaning that's not the 8. 7 is now right there and has been from the very start. But this is a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 9. There's no 6 there, which I've already had. There's no 5 there. But if that's 5, 6, 9, that's not 5 or 9. That's the 2, that's the 9, that's the 5. That means that's not the 2, that's the 2, that's the 7. This is 4, 5, 6, or 9, and it's not 5, 6, or 9. That's the 4. Not there. I didn't take it far enough. That's the 5, that's the 4. The 5 means that's the 6, that's the 5, which means that's the 9, and that's the 6. 1, 2, 3, 8, and 9. Wait a minute. That's the 8. That's the 9. I take 9 out of those. That's the 8. That's the 3. I'm hoping I've got this right. I'm not used to speed solving, but I'm trying to, as I said, get my mojo back if I ever had it. Okay, so 5, 6, and 9. So let's look at row 5. It seems to be what's constrained the most. 2, 4, 6, 8. So that's also 2, 4. So this is also 6, 8. Yep, that's not... what am I missing? What am I missing? What am I missing? Column 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. So this is 8 or 9. So I've got an 8, 9 in the column. So that's a 5 or a 6. This is a 5 or a 6. What? Have I made a... No, 3 in this column is here, but that doesn't do much. Whereas 4 in this column. 4 in this column is there, which makes that 9, which makes this 8. The 9 looks down, making this 5, this 6, this 9. The 6 makes this 5, which means that's not 5. This is a 6, 8, but it's a 6. So this is the 8, this is the 6, this is the 1, this is the 8, which makes this the 9, which makes this the 4, this the 2, this the 9. The 2 now has to go there. This is the 4, and this is the 1. And that, I hope, is the correct solution in 6 minutes and 5. Probably, again, didn't do very well with that one. I'm really not reading chat, everyone, and I'm sorry about that. This is going to be very different to my normal streams. Only if I get phenomenally stuck am I going to do it. This is, as I said, I'm really trying to use this to get my mojo back. I'm pretty certain I've got COVID, even though the tests are coming up negative at the moment. I'm going to test again tonight. And I'm just trying to get my head in the game because I've tried solving some puzzles and I've failed. And I need to, this is, you know how when you're recovering from an injury or something, not that I've had a brain injury, well, not recently, maybe, you know, they say you work up to things. If you're a runner, or if you go to the gym a lot, or you're a swimmer, you start off with you start off doing your basics again, working back up to where you were. That's what I'm doing. And because I was doing these on stream, I'm doing these on stream. And I know this is a terrible time for most of my audience, but I'm Australian. I do things in Australian time. Okay, unicorn Sudoku. Normal Sudoku rules apply. For each 9 in the grid, every digit seen by 9 in that by that 9 by knight's move must be different. For example, in this instance of the grid, row 1, column 4, and row 4, column 5. Row 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Must be different since they're both seen by the 9. Okay, so any digit seen by a 9 by knight's move must be a different digit. Okay, this is going to be incredibly hard to scan. Incredibly hard to scan. But let's see how we go. I am going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. 8 is in one of those two. Well, can I place the 9s? That's a 9. And that's a 9, and I've now placed all the 9s. Okay, now, 8 is down here. 1 is in one of those two. I'm just trying to find something by Sudoku if I can. So, for example, oh, this is going to be absolutely terrible. None of those can be a 1, but that's not really helping me. 1 is in one of those. Yeah, this is going to be terrible to scan. 2... because I'm going to keep thinking knight's move, and this is not a knight's move puzzle. 5 is in one of those two. So, for example, 5 is not there, but there's no other digit in that box that's seen by that 9. So I'm looking for... oh, wow, okay. So 2 can't be in any of those cells, because that... wait a minute, this 9 is going to be incredibly powerful. These are 8 unique digits, because they're all seen by the central 9. So these are 5, 6, 7, and 8. There's no 7, 8 there. That's a 5, 6. There's no 5, 6 there. That's the 6. That's the 5. That's the 7. That's the 8. Okay, now can I do some Sudoku? That puts 8 in one of those two. Not yet. Probably, actually, but I'm not seeing it yet. That was an incredibly nice opening. Took me a while to spot it. 1 now has to be in one of those. So that's not the 1 and that's the 1. That's also a 1. So what are these? These are 2, 3, 4. Now that can't be a 2 because that 9 already sees a 2. And it sees a 4. That's a 3. This is a 2, 4 pair. This is going to be a scanning debacle. 8 has to be in one of those two because that 9 sees that cell and that cell. So it can't be an 8. So 8 can't be there because of that 8 and it can't be there because of that 8. This is nuts. It's not there. It's there. 8 is in one of those two. That 9 sees that cell and that cell. That's no, wait. I am a numpty. That was correct. But this isn't. 8 is in one of those two. Okay. This is breaking your scanning brain. This is breaking my scanning brain because I'm all of a sudden looking for these weird night move placements. I'm here to improve my scanning, not break it. Oh no. Um, 1 is in one of those two because of that 1. I feel this. Oh my lord, this is really breaking my brain. Is any the times on this are going to be terrible for everyone, I hope. So 2 can't be there or there. So 2 is in one of those two, which are not seen by 9s as far as I can tell. What's this triple? 1, 2, 4, 5. Well, there's no 4 there. There's no 2 there. There's no 2 there. That's a 4, 5 pair. So that's a 2, which means this is a 1, 2 pair, which means this is the 2 and this is the 1. I'm hoping. I'm really hoping. This is a triple. 1, 2. This is a 3. This is 4, 8. So that's the 8 and that's the 4. These are 5, 6, and 7. There's no 5 there. Four is right there. So these are 5, 6, and 7 as well. That makes this 5, which makes this 4. So there's no 5 there. This is a 6, 7 pair. Now that 9 already sees a 5, so that can't be a 5. So that's the 5, taking 5 out of there, making that the 5. This is a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. That 9, no. Oh, lordy. That's a 3 by Sudoku. That's probably what you were talking about before, Jim. Sorry. This is weird. 2, 6, and 7. That is seen by 2 different 9s, but I'm not seeing anything from it. It's a cool puzzle, but ow. So these are 5, 6, 7. So these are 3 and 8, aren't they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, these are 3 and 8. So that's 8 and that's 3. This therefore has to be 6 or 7. This is not 5 because of that 5. Is that seen by a 9? No. Maybe. It's very tempting to do that to all of... Hang on. Why couldn't I colour? It's a very cool puzzle, but it is hard. This is a 5-8 pair. And this 8, of course, makes this the 5 and this the 8. So in this row, it's 2, 3, 4. There's no 3 there, so the 2, 4 makes that the 3. Now that is seen by that 9, but that doesn't see a 2 or a 4. So these are 1, 2, and 4. That 9 sees that, so that can't be the 1. That's the 1. This is a 2 or a 4. So this is now 2, 4, 6. That's the 6. This is a 2, 4. That 9 sees a 4, so that can't be a 4. That's the 2, that's the 4. That's not a 2 anymore. This, it's 1, 3, 7. There's no 1 or 3 there. That's the 7. This is a 1, 3. And the 3 makes this the 1 and this the 3. Oh, 6, 7 pair makes this the 5. I should have done that ages ago. This column, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7, which I can resolve. 7, 5, which means this is 6, this is 7, which means this is 7, and this is 6. 7, 6, 7, 6. Not 6, not 7. These are going to get resolved somehow. Like that. That 9 sees... Oh, wait. That's just 2 and 4, which means that's 4 and 2. The 2 makes that 7, which makes that 6 and that 2. I'm hoping I haven't made a mistake. 6 and 8, which are, of course, resolved. This has to be the 2, so this has to be the 8, and that is the correct solution. 9 minutes 26. I'm pretty happy with 9 minutes 26. By the way, I haven't been tracking any of the times that I've been doing for any of this. That was insane. Okay, moving on, because as I said, this isn't so much of a socialized stream as many of them. This is just me trying to get stuff done. People may hate it, but whatever. Normal Sudoku rules. Digits in cells separated by a black dot must have a ratio of 2 to 1. No negative constraint. Other pairs of digits may also have a 2 to 1 ratio. Excellent. So let's give this a shot. Now, this must have a 2 on it because it can't be 3, 6 and it can't be 4, 8. So there must be a 2 on this. So this can't have a 2 on it. It could be 3, 6, but it can't be 4, 8. So this is 3, 6. Which means 6 is on one of these, but it can't be here because that would be a 6. So this is also a 3, 6. This has got a 2 on it and it's not there. So this is the 2. This is 1 or 4. So 1, 2, 4 are in there. Now this isn't 3, 6 and it doesn't have a 4 on it. So this is 1, 2. This can't have 2. So there's no 2 on either of these. So these are 3, 6, 4, 8. These are 3, 6, 4, 8. So 3, 6, 4, 8. Now this one can't be 6. So this one can't be 3. This one can't be 4. So that one can't be 8. But on that one, I'm not seeing what else to do here. Now, of course, there's the fact that you can't put 5, 7, or 9 on a black dot. So these are 5, 7, 9. There's no 5 there. So 5 is in one of those two, which puts 5 in one of those two. But Can I do that trick anywhere else? Like, that's a 7-9 pair. 5 is in one of those two, so this is the 5. Which I could have got by Sudoku rather than using black magic dots. This 5, of course, means that's not the 5. This is the 5. I've got the 7-9 pair. Now, these are 2-4 and 3-6. Which means one of these has to be 3-6. So this can't be the 3-6. This is the 4-8, and this is the 3-6. There you go. And this is the 3-6 in this order. And this is the 2 and 4. Now that means there's no 4 there. That's a 4 by Sudoku, which means this is the 1. These are 1, 2, and 3. There's no 2 there. There's no 3 in either of those. This is the 1, this is the 2, this is the 3. There is no 1 or 2 on here. So this is a 4, 8, and I know the order, 8 and 4. This now has to be the 7, which means this is the 9 and this is the 7. So 1, 2, 3, 5 and 9 go into those. So I know the order. That means this is the 5. These are 6, 7 and 9, and there's no 6 there. Why did I put 8s in? So this is the 6. Which means this is the 3 and this is the 6. That was a typo, not a... By the way, this is the 3 and this is the 6 because of that. This is 1, 2, or 4, and it's not 4. So this is the 4, so this is the 2, this is the 1 because there had to be a 2 on the dot. That's the 2, that's the 1. These are 7, 8, 9. There's no 8 there, so that's the 8. This is now the 9. This is the 1. This has to be resolved by something. That 9 makes that 7, that 9, that 9, that 7. Now I've got triples and stuff. So 1, 2, 7, 8. Nope. 1 and 9. Nope. 3 and 6. Well, that I can resolve. 1 and 7, which means that's a 1. That's a 7, that's a 1, that's a 7, that's a 9, that's a 1, that's not a 7, that's not a 7, that's a 7. These are 2 and 8, which means I know what this is. That's a 3. 2 and 9. And now my Discord is pinging. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 8. So this is 8 and 4, which means that's 2 and 8. But that means that's 9 and 2, which means this is 8 and 2. And this is 3 and 9. And that is the correct solution. 4 minutes 57. No idea. I'm actually going to enter the time on that one because I think I did okay on that one. So that was 0457. Dinosaur. I did terribly. Hang on. No, 2 hats. Thank you. And I'm being pinged by someone. Being pinged by Jobo, who is solving a puzzle. That's fine. Okay, so actually pretty happy with that one. One of the things about being a setter I have found is the exploration I have done into the logic I can extract from constraints, such as, I mean, the way that I try and explain the black dots in my videos of the 1 digit must be low, 1 digit must be even, didn't come into this, but coming up with all of that and how to explain it the best means that I've sort of solidified some of the logic in my brains of some of the constraints, which has definitely helped with that puzzle. I was able to do it. I don't know what the times breakdowns were, but XXs live in Texas. I've done a puzzle by Full Deck and missing a few cards, which was called All My Exes Live in Texas. Anyway, normal Sudoku rules apply. Digits in cells separated by an X must sum to 10, no negative constraint. Okay, so let's give this one a shot. This is a 1-9 because you must put a high digit onto a, an X must be a high and a low digit. This has, this is, ooh, actually, this is 2-8 or 1-9. I'm not, cripe. Okay, I ran out of stuff very quickly. Does mean 9 is over here. Okay, let's look at 5. So you can never put 5 on an X. Five is in one of those two. So 5 is in one of those two. So 5 is there. I'm doing the wrong thing. I know I'm doing the wrong thing. I'm absolutely doing the wrong thing. 5 is here. So 5 is in one of... 5 is here. Okay, that's the 5's done. Well, it is once I put this 5 in. This is not what I should be looking at. 6, 7, and 9. There's no 6 there. 6 is looking down here. This I've got this wrong. I'm doing this wrong. I know I am doing this wrong. So none of these can't be 3, 7. This can't be 2, 8 or 3, 7. So it's 1, 9 or 4, 6. 1, 9 or 4, 6. This is not the way to do this. This can't be 2, 8. No. This can't be 4, 6 or 3, 7. So it's 1, 9 or 2, 8. This is not the way to do this. Is it colouring? 4 is in one of those two. 6 is down here. If this is 6, this is 4. That seems okay. Okay. What is the thing I am missing? The 1, 9 was really obvious. After that, the whole thing just fell apart. Okay, I do know what these are. Right, these can't be 1, 9 or 2, 8. So they're 3, 7 and 4, 6. So this can't be 6 or 7. This is 9. This is 6. This is 7. This is 2. So this isn't 2, 8. This is 1, 9. So this is 2, 8. And this is the 8 and this is the 2. There's no 7 in any of those. So that's the 7, that's the 3. This is the 4, 6, which I know the order of. That's what I was missing. There's no 4 or 6 here. This is the 1, 9. So this is an 8. So this is now 4, 6. And I know the order, 4 and 6, because this has to be the 3 that can't go on an X. Oh, you're talking about the thermo I posted, Ascent, which I made for Jobo? Yeah, I had a lot of fun with that one. That's what I was missing. And it's probably this, it's not quite the same down here because I've got this 5. But hopefully all the stuff I've done up here will kind of push down the grid. So, but I'm not sure how. So these can't be 2, 8. 1, 9, 3, 7, 4, 6. So this is 1, 9. So it's either 1, 9. It can't be 3, 7. This is 1, 9. Because it couldn't be 3, 7 because of the 3, 7 looking down. So this is now either 6, 4 or 3, 7 in either order. Now this isn't 1, 9. No, this isn't 1, 9 or 2, 8. So this is 3, 7. 3, 7 or 4, 6. 4 is in one of those two. 8 is in one of those two. There's something about the digits that are off the dominoes as well as the digits that are on, and I'm not grokking it yet. Six is in one of these two. But I can... This is a 6, this is a 4. And that would make this a 6, which would make this a 4. This, hang on, if this is a 6, this is a 6, and we're good. No, this all looks okay. No, it's where is 7 in this... No, it's not, because 7 is in either of those two. Arg! I'm kind of trying Sudoku as well. Oh, that's 6. Means that's not 6. This is 6. These are 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is a 1. So these are 2, 3, and 4. There's no 4 there. So 4 is looking up there, which makes sense. 2, 3, 4. This is 9. This is 1. This is now 8. 9 is in one of those two, but I don't think that's it. Now this can't be 1, 9, but it never could have been. Eight in box 4 and 5. 8 in box 4 and 5. 8 is in one of those two. Oh, 8 is not there. So 8 is there, which means 8 is now here, which means this is not the 8 and this is the 8 and this is the 2. Great. This is not the 2. That means this is the 6. So this is the 4. This is not the 4. This is the 6. This is the 4. This is not the 6. The 4 means this is the 3. This is the 2. This is the 4. Thank you. I'd been stuck long enough that I will happily take the help. 1, 2, this is a 3 and 7 because they're the things that haven't gone on dominoes yet and they're resolved by the 7 in box 2. This is a 2. This better be a 3, which means that better be a 7. Looks like it's a 7. That better be a 1. These are 2, 3, and 9. This is 1, 7, and 9. So this is the 1, 9. This is the 7. What's missing from that column? Is that the 3? So that's not the 3. These are 1, 2, and 9. There's no 1 there. These are also 2 and 9. Is that right? 3 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 there. 1, 2, 1 and 3. Have I messed this up? 1, 3, 9, 1, 9, 1, 9, 2, 1, 9, 2, 9, 2. No, that's correct. Wow. Okay, I did find that one quite tricky. I mean, it's a fillet puzzle, so it's kind of what you expect. But that one was quite tricky. And I've only done, what, 5 puzzles? I've only done 5 puzzles this stream. So, you know, and I've been how long have I been streaming? 44 minutes. It's not too bad, I suppose. Okay, so count different. 1. Wah, wah, wah. Normal Sudoku rules apply. A digit in a circle gives the number of distinct digits appearing in the ring of 10 cells that surround... What? Oh, crikey. Normal Sudoku rules apply. A digit in a circle gives the number of distinct digits appearing in the ring of 10 cells that surround the 2 cells containing the circle. So there are 6 distinct digits in there. There are 4 distinct digits in there. Okay, so let's start with that. There are 4 distinct digits in this. So this is 2, 3, 4. There's no 2 there, there's no 3 there, there's no 4 there. These are 1, 2, and 4. There's no 1 there, there's no 4 there, there's no 2 there. And that gets me... Now, is there anything that is resolving that further? No. But everything else starts getting tougher, I think, because when I start marking this, that has 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So these are all from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's no, this may not be the best way to do it, but I don't care. This is now 1, 4, 5 triple. So that's a 2. There's no 2 there. The 1, 4, 5 makes that the 3, that the 2, that the 4. The 2 comes out of those. This is a 1, this is a 4, this is a 2. There's no 1 in those. There's no 4 in those. There's no 5 in those. This is the 3, this is the 4, this is the 1, and this is the 5. That seems correct. And... bleh. Okay, now, this now has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 distinct digits. So these are from 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, and 8. Now this can't be 2, 3, 4, 6, or 7. So that's an 8. There's no 8 or 7 there, or 2 or 4. That's a 3 or a 6. There's no 2, 3, 4, or 8 there. That's a 6 or a 7. So that's a 7. That's the 6. And I think that is now done. This is diabolical, by the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 9. 6 is now here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a 9, and this is a 7, 8 pair. This is now a 5. These are 1, 2, and 4. There's no 4 there. These are 3, 7, and 9. That's the 9. Yeah, I'm doing Sudoku. Oh, through me. 6, 7, and 9. That's the 9. This is a 6, 7. Four is in one of those two. Now, this is actually kind of interesting because in there, that's 10 distinct digits, but we've already got a duplicate. So there needs to be a 3 in one of those two. It's there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to put a 6 in one of... This is a 6, 7 pair. So these are 6, 7 and must be different. Okay, I'll just try and remember that those two are different. In here, I've got the same thing. 1, I need to put a 2 in one of those. Oh, this 3 means that's the 7. That's the 6. So that's the 7. That's the 7. These are 2 and 5. And that's that one done. And in here, I've got 8 distinct digits, which means I can only have 2 duplicates. So that can't be a 1 or a 4. That's the 2. That's the 5. That's the 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, 3 makes that 6, which I had earlier but missed. Now this has to be Sudoku. 1 and 7. So this is 1, this is 7. These are 1, 4, and 5. There's no 4 in any of those, so that's the 4. These are 1 and 5, so that's an 8. This is just nuts. These are 1 and 4. So that's the 1, that's the 4. So this is the 5 and the 1. Oh, this is 3. This is 1 and 4. See, when you've got something that just breaks the way your brain thinks, you just forget all the basics, or at least I do. I'm not sure where to look next. Probably this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. So 9 and 5. This is now possibly most restricted. 1 is in one of those. 2 is in one of those. 3 is in one of those. Oh, this is a 2, 4 pair. So that's 2, 4. So this is 1 and 3 and 5 and 1. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 9. So that's 7 and 9 and 8, 8 and 7. These are 3, 6 and 8. There's no 3 or 8 there. That's the 6. And that's 3 and that's 8. This column missing a 9. So this column is missing... Hang on, if I made a mistake. No, it's 2 and 4, isn't it? So that's 2, that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5 and 6. So this is 6 and 5. 2 is in one of the... This is 2 and 8. So I've got 2, 8, which means that is 4... No, wait, no, this isn't 2, 4. Ah, crikey. This is 2 and 5. Hopefully that's now not just broken. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 9. So if I go 9 and 6, that is correct. Okay, it was just a typo in the pencil marks. I removed the wrong digit from the pencil marks. How long did I take on that? 7 minutes and 3. I'm pretty happy with that. I normally don't try and speed solve. And I know that if we were to go back and look at the history of people's times back in September of 2022, most people will have done this in like 5 or 6 minutes. I normally don't solve for speed. I don't enjoy speed solving, but with what I'm trying to do, which is sort of re-engage the mental gears, I think it will help me if I try. And yeah, I'll embarrass myself by doing it in front of people. I don't know why I will, but I will. Killer Thermo by Sam Kappelman-Lyons. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Numbers on a thermometer must form an increasing sequence. Now, I'm starting from the bulb end. Does that mean it's not a normal thermo? Because the way people describe sequence lines is that numbers on lines must be an arithmetic sequence. And just saying, oh, digits on a line must be an increasing arithmetic sequence. And that is enough for people to know that sequence lines must have the same difference in every part of the line, just by saying it's an arithmetic sequence. And by saying it's an increasing sequence, using the argument that people have used for sequence lines, does that mean that these have the same difference here, 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 and here? Or is it just supposed to be a thermo? I expect it's just supposed to be a thermo, and the wording is terrible. Numbers in cages must add to the indicated total. Okay. I'm actually going to restart. Let's give this a shot. Okay. So now a 13 cage. Now it can't be 9, 4. It could be 8, 5 or 7, 6. So this is 4. So this is 8 or 9. So this is 3 or 2. Now, this has to be lower than 6 and it can't be 5. So this is 4, 3 or 2. And this is 1, 2 or 3. So this is 6, 7 or 8. But I don't feel I'm doing very good in this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This has to be 5 and 6. So this is 4, 3, 2 and 1. So there is no 2 here. There's no 2 here. Right. But the 8 now... It can't be, well, it could be 1, 7. It can't be 2, 6. It can't be 3, 5. So this is 1, 7. The 4 in the 13 cage goes with a 9. The 5 cage now has to be 2, 3. and that's the 8, which means that's 7, which means that's 6. This is a 9 with a 2. The 1, 7 means that's not 7, so this is 4 and 6. This is a 3. Okay. 2 is in one of these two, by the way. What are these? 2, 5, 8. That's not a 2. What are these? 1, 5, and 8? And there's no 5 in them. So that's a 5. That's a 2, 8 pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9 go into those. And these are 1, 4, and 5. Okay, so that's something, I suppose. Now, I'm assuming I can do the same here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 5, 8, or 6, 7. But this can't be a 4. So this has to be 6, 7. So this can be the 5 to go with the 9. Now, the 6 cage isn't 1, 5. So it's 2, 4. And this was always 1, 3. I should have started there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is an 8. Now 5, so 3, 4, 2, 3, 1, 2. The 5 takes 5 out of there. Oh, this is 3 and 2 because of the 2 that was there that I just completely ignored. 2 now isn't in this box. This is 1, but 2 has to be down here somewhere. So this is 2. This could still be 3 or 4, except for that's now the 4. So this is a 3. 9 is in one of those two. Okay, so this 9. It could be 1, 8. It can't be 2, 7. It can't be 1, 8. This can't be 1, 8 because that can't be 1 or 8. It can't be 2, 7. So this is 3, 6. Now, if this is 6, this would be 7, 8, 9, and that breaks the 11 cage. So this is the 3, this is the 6. Now, this would either be 4 with 7 or 5 with 6. And it can't be 4 with 7. This is 5, 6 because of the 4 up here. This is 1 or 2, so it's 1. This is 7, 8, or 9. It's not 9 because that can't be 1. This is 2 or 3. This is absolutely bonkers, by the way. 1 is in one of these two. I'm finding this puzzle absolutely bonkers, but beautifully designed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 7, 8. Now, the thing that you might find really, really weird when I say this is I've been designing a lot of puzzles along similar principles to this recently. Now, I'm not taking any credit. This was made 15 months ago, but I've been playing around with some very similar concepts to this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9 go into those. So what's this triple? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9. That's not 6. No, this isn't 5, so that's a 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, this is 4 and 9. So that's 4 and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 and 8. So there's no 8 there. That's the 8. That's the 7, which means that's the 3. That's the 9. 2 and 4. I'm really worried about my scanning is the biggest problem. 7 makes that 9 and that 7. 3 means this is 1 and 3, which means this is 8 and 1. Now, 8 is either 1, 2, 5 or 1, 3, 4. If it's 1, 3, 4, it's 1, 3, 4. If it's 1, 2, 5, I think I've got more freedom. Because I could put 1 in either end. That could be 2 or 5. That could be 2. That could be 2 or 5. So they're the possibilities. So I'm not very happy with that. So this isn't 4. This isn't 4 either. This is 1 and 5. That's been there for a while. So what? 1, 5, 6, 8. So these are from 5, 6, 8. So 6 is right there. Oh, this is 7, this is 1. So this isn't the 1, this is the 1. Oh, 2 isn't there. So if this is 1, 2, 5, it's 1, 2, 5. And if it's 1, 3, 4, it's 1, 3, 4. So that's the order. I feel I'm missing something incredibly important. Six is definitely in one of those. Not 1. Am I just completely blind? I mean, the answer to that is yes. 2, 4, 5. There's no 2 there. Three is in one of those two. Oh, right. That's the 5. That's the 7. That looks like making that the 4. That's now 5. So that has to be the 3. Thank you. Means that's 2 and that's 4. That makes that 8 and that 2. This column is now missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a 9. Okay. So 1, 3, 4. That's not the 4. It wasn't that sneaky. I just wasn't scanning. I mean, I was scanning. I wasn't scanning successfully. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 go into those. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, and 5 go into those. So that's 5 and that's 2. The 5 makes that the 4. 2 is in one of those two. I'm still not scanning successfully. I mean, my eyes are getting sore, but that's not a good excuse. That's the 3. This is 7, 8, 9. So that's 8, 9. 4 makes that 2 and that 4, which makes that 2, which makes that 5. This is not 5. Why was I having trouble turning off the 5? This is an 8, 9. So this is 8, this is 9. This is 7, 9, 8, 7, 6, 7. Not 6, so 6. So what's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 8. So there's no 4 or 5 there. That's the 8, that's the 5, that's the 4. The 8 makes that the 1 and that the 8, which makes that the 5 and that the 1. 937. Ah, so you've watched me play chess, Frappy. Okay. This is why when I'm playing the Lord of the Rings board game, the two-player thing, I always play the Forces of Sauron, because when I lose, I don't feel so bad about it. This is another Thermo Killer. This one is by Philip Newman. So this one's going to be terrible. Okay. Right. 5 digits that have to sum to 16 are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. So this can't be the 6, and this can't be the 1. This has to be lower than 3, so it's not 3, 4, or 6. This is a 1 or a 2. This can't be a 1. Actually, I can't put 3 in any of those. This can't put 2 in any of those. This is tricky. There's no 4 there. That's a 1, 2 pair, so that's a 4. There's no 1, 2, or 4 there, so this is a 3, 6 pair. Holy cow. This has to be higher than 3. So it's 4 or 5. That's the 6. That's the 3. This is bonkers. 6 digits summing to 21 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this is the one. These are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now there's a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 6 there. So that's the 5. I knew that was coming, but anyway, there's a 2 and a 3 there. So 2 and 3 are up here. Now, this can't be a 2. That can't be a 6. In fact, there's more going on here, and I can't quite figure it out. There's no 4 there. There's no 3 there. That's a 4-6 pair, so there's no 4-6 there. This has to be 1 or 2, so it's 1. Nuts! This is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This may not be the way to do it, but this is just weird. This is just weird. There's no 1 there. There's no 2, 3, or 5 there. Now, this has to be at least 2, so this can't be a 2. This is 2, 3, or 4. And this is 3, 4, or 5. This is crazy. Now, this is higher than that, so this can't be a 5. It can't be a 1, so this can't be a 2. This can't be a 4. What is going on here? This is absolute bonkers. This is Nutsburger. So these are 6, 7, 8, 9, but a 22 cage is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, isn't it? A 22 cage, the minimum is the minimum is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is 21. I have to increase. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. So there's no 6 in it. This is the 7. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's no 3 in there. This can't be a 1. That digit has to go there. There's no 9 or 7 in those. That's a 6, 8. So that's 6, that's 8, that's 9. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That can't be 5, that can't be 1, but there's more going on. There's no 3, 4 there. This is 1, 2. There's no 3 there. This is crazy. 3 is in one of those two. This is nuts. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. 7 is on this thermo and it can't be there. So that's the 7. And 1, 2, 3, and it's not 1. This is 7 or 8. This is nuts. These are 7, 8, 9. There's no 8 there. There's no 7 there. This is 7, 8, 9. Oh, this is the 8. That's a 7, 9 pair, which puts 7 in one of those two. 8 has to be here by Sudoku. That's 3 by Sudoku. So there's no 3 on this thermo. So 3 is in one of those two. So 3 is on this thermo. So it's 2, 3 or 3, 5. That can never be 4. So 4 is in one of those two. So that's a 2. This is crazy. Two is absolutely down here. So this is either 1, 2. Or this is 1, 2 or 2, 4, 5. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea what's going on. My brain is complete mush. How does this even work? 6 in box 8, you say. 6 is not there. Right, so this is a 6. What does that actually do? Put 6 in one of those two, which puts 6 in one of those two. Okay. That doesn't feel like Party Town in BremSter's brain. This is not 2. What's the minimum that could be? Because this can't be 4, 5. This is a minimum of 4. And this couldn't be 5 because then this would be 4 and that'd be broken. It can't be 6. So this is 7, 8 or 9. And it's not 8. And it's not 7. That is the 9. That's the 7. That's the 9. That's the 7. Five, 6 pair in column 2 in box 4, you say. These are 4, 5 and 8. There's no 8 there, so that's the 8. This is a 4, 5 pair, meaning that's not the 4. This is a 1, 3 pair. So that's the 4, that's the 5, that's the 3, that's the 2, that's the 1. This is 9 and 8, I agree. This is 2, this is 3, and this is now 5 and 6. Gotcha. These are 4, 5 and 6. There's no 6 there. There's no 5 there. So that's a 4, 6 pair. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 9 go into those. So this is just a 2. Why do I have a pencil mark 6 there? By mistake, I think. Okay. So these are known. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 and 7. These are known. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 6, 1, 5, 6. No 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4 and 9. I may be doing this incredibly inefficiently, but... So up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's no 7 there. So 7 is on this. But there's no 8 on it. So 7 is at the end. So this is the 8. There's no 6 there. So I've got a 4, 5 pair. This is the 6. This is the 4. This is the 5. This is the 4. This is the 5. There's no 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 9 go into those, which makes that 9 and that 6. I'm finding this incredibly tricky to scan, but it's a good puzzle. It doesn't feel gassy to me, but it's a good puzzle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 4, 7. So this is 1 or 7. This is 1 or 9. 1, 2, 4. So there's no, this is a 1, 2, 4 triple. So there's no 2 there, there's no 1 there, and there's no 4 in either of them. This is a 3, 5 pair, which means that's not a 5. 3, 5 pair. Where's... There's no 2 there. One in column 8, you say? Huh, that's a 1. That's a 3. That's a 5. That's a 3. That's a 1. That's a 4. No, wait, what? No, I've got something phenomenally wrong here. If this is a 1, which it has to be, this is a 3, this is a 5, this is a 3, this is a 1. Not a 1, this is a 2, 4 pair. Okay, I just typed it wrong. This is a 4. This is a 6, this is a 5. The 4 makes that the 2 and that the 4, and I'm better off. This is a 1, this is a 2. This is a 7, which means this is a 9 and this is a 7, which means this is a 1. This is a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4, 9. 2, 7. 2, 5. Wow. Oh, hey, Guryan. Sorry I didn't see you come in. Thank you for... I possibly was reading your comments, but not actually responding to them. If you've missed what I've been saying, I've been having trouble solving recently. I'm not sure if it's because I'm sick or what it is. Occasionally I just get into a funk where my brain doesn't work correctly. And I've been failing way more often than I've been succeeding at puzzles I should be able to solve. So I'm just trying to get some practice in. So I'm just going to work through some gas puzzles. And because I stream my gas puzzles, I'm streaming. I'm doing it in Australian time, which is terrible for everyone but me. Okay, so Little Killer by Clover. So normal Sudoku rules apply along each marked diagonal. Digits along each marked diagonal must sum to 15. So those will sum to 15, those will sum to 15, those will sum to 15, those will sum to 15. And digits may repeat along a diagonal. So, okay. So, it's been 20 seconds, but I'll still restart. So these must sum to 15. They can't be 6, 9. So those are 7, 8. This 7 makes this 8 and this 7. These must sum to 15. These must be 6, 9, but this makes this a 9 and this a 6. Now that I'm looking for stuff that I can do. These must now sum to 15. Now, that's probably more restricted because I can't put 7 in any of them. So this because of the 7s here. So this is 6, 9. So this is 6 and this is 9. Now, this 15, I can't put 6 in any of them. So this is 7, 8, and this 7 makes this 8 and this 7. Now, these sum to 15, so these sum to 11. Now, they can't be 9, 2, they can't be 8, 3, they can't be 7, 4, so they're 5, 6, and this 6 makes this the 5 and this the 6. These are 1, 3, and 9. There's no 9 there, and I'll stop there. These sum to 15. Actually, I'm going to try here. These sum to 12. I can't use 9, 3. I can't use 8, 4 because 8, 4 is gone. So these are 7 and 5. This is the 5 and this is the 7. These are 1, 2, 4, and 8. Which... except this 15 clue. I should have looked down here for a 15 clue as well. This 15 clue. These have to sum to 10. And I can't do 4, 6. So these are 2 and 8. This is the 4. Now down here... I've also got to put 15 in here, which means these have to sum to 10. I can't do 3, 7, so these are 1 and 9 and 3. There we go. Stuff happening. This is a 15 clue. I can't use a high digit, so they're 4, 5, 6. This is the 4 because of the 5, 6 that's already in the row, and this 6 means this is the 5 and this is the 6. These are 1, 2, and 3. If you don't know the entropy trick, check many puzzles about 15 cages on my channel. This is the 3. This is a 1, 2 pair. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is the 5 and this is the 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 go into those. There's no 8, there's no 7. But there will be more to do. There will be more to do. So these, okay, so this can't be 4, 5, 6. It must have a 7 in it because it must have a high digit in 3 cell 15 without being able to be 4, 5, 6. With the 7, I need 2 digits that sum to 8. I can't use 1, 7. I can't use 2, 6. So it must be 3, 5. So this is 3, 5, 7. There's a 7 there. So the 7 goes in the middle by Sudoku. And this 3 means this is the 5 and this is the 3. These are 1, 2, and 4. There's no 4 there. So this is the 4. This is the 2. This is the 1. By Sudoku, that is a 3. Are these 2, 8? Yep, this is now the 8 and the 2. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 and 8, which I can resolve. 8 and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 9. There is no 9 in either of those, so that's the 9. The 6, 7 pair means this is 1 and 2. Okay. The 8 makes this the 6, 7 and 8, which means this is the 6 and the 7. This is a 1. These are 1, 2, 3, and 5. That's not a 3 is all I know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are 7, 8, 9. There's no 7, there's no 8, there's no 9, there's no 7, 8. So this is 8, 9, and 7. Okay, this digit right here is a 2, which is not doing much. So it's got to be this, right? Because 6, 9, 10, that's the 5, that's the 2, that's the 3. The 2 means that's the 1 and that's the 2. These are 1, 2, 3, and 5. So I'll use that 3 to make that 5 and that 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. Use that 6 to make that the 4 and that the 6. This column, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 8. So that's 5, that's 8. The 2, of course, makes this 1 and this 2. I need to put a 1 right there. I need to put a 4 right there. I need to put a 6 right there and a 9 right there. 4 minutes 25. If that's not a 2-hat time, I'm actually going to check. 0, 4, 25. That is a 2-hat time. I'm curious what the 2-hat time was on that. It was 7 minutes. So I had 2.5 minutes to spare. 15 cages or 15 sums are kind of my shtick right now. I have been setting a lot of puzzles with them. If you want to understand the absolute beauty and majesty of 15 cages, go check out the puzzle White Lotus. If you're struggling with the puzzle White Lotus, there's a puzzle I've published recently to teach the trick that is used in White Lotus, and that puzzle's name I have completely forgotten, but it is called Quad Cages, which has a 93% rating. Holy cow. White Lotus also has a 93% rating, but a lot less solves. But I've been posting a lot of puzzles recently that use that. Oh, Exhausting has gone up in rating as well. But yes, White Lotus is an absolute thing I love. But yes, 425 with explanation. Beat that. I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, that was kind of my shtick. I don't like Little Killer, but 15 sums? I've been doing a lot of exploration of 15 sums. Okay, Killer Quadruples. This is I haven't seen the puzzle at all. It's still blurry in the background. I'm hoping the stream setup and the rule setup and everything is good. Killer Quadruples is kind of another thing that I have spent some time exploring. So when I do badly at this puzzle, you'll have the opportunity to laugh at me. Please do. I'm here to be entertaining. If that's by being stupid and bad, if you find it fun, great. But yeah, if this is, numbers in cage cannot repeat and must sum up to the given total. Yes, white circle indicates numbers that must be placed in the 4 cells around the circle. I've done a lot of Killer Quadruple puzzles. I've set probably 40 of them that I've never released. This is something I play with a lot. So let's see how we go. Okay, so these are 1, 2, 3, 4. So those sum to 10. So these have to sum to 11. Is that helping me? Not really, but I do know these are 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, these are 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay, So 1 and 2 is down here. This is a 1-2 pair. So these are not 1-2. These are 3-4. These are not 3-4. They're 1-2. But this is the 2 and this is the 1. This is 5, 6, 7, 8. But I'm not sure what to do with that. That's not a 5 because the 5 must be in the cage up here. Hang on. I need to get to 11. Oh, I need another 11. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5 and 6. What am I even talking about? Now, the 1 must be up here. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 4, 6. So this is 6 and 4. These are 1, 2, 3, 5. Sorry, I had not quite wrapped my head around how simple this was. There is no 6 in those. These are 5, 7, and 8. So these are 1, 2, 3, 5. 22 cage is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. So these are 1, 2, 3, 5. So the 4, 7 comes out of there. The 1, 2, 3, 5 come out of there. This is the 4, 7. The 1 and the 2 comes out of there because of that. This is a 4, 8, by the way. So the 8 comes out of there and goes into there. So 1, 3, 5 can't be in there. So that's the 2, and the 2 comes out of those. These are 1, 3, 5, 9. Which means the 1 is not up there. So this is a 22 cage. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. These are the 1, 2, 3, 4. So the 5, 7 come out of there. The 1, 2, 3, 4 come out of those. These are a 5, 7. So that's the 5. That's the 7. These are 3, 4, and 6, which means that's not 3. 3 is not here by quadruple logic. 2 and 4 are up here. So this is 6, 8, which means 6 isn't there. This is the 6. The 3, 4 takes the 3 out of those. This is a 1, 5, 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a 7. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 9, which I know the order of. 9 and 5. I don't think I'm doing that great at this, actually. This is a 1, 3. So the 1 comes out of there. That's 5, 9. So that's the 1. 1 comes out of there. This is a 3, 5. So these are 2, 8, and 9. There's no 8 there. This is not going great. This is an 8. This is a 6 and a 5. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, and 9. So 3 is down here. 9 has to be up here, and 9 is up here. So that's a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 go into those. And I know the order, 7 and 6. Which means this is a 3, 6 pair, and this is a 1, 4 pair. Which means there's no 1 there. This is the 1. This isn't the 2. 2 is looking down there. So this is the 1 and the 2. I really feel I'm doing badly at this. So these 4, 6, 7, 8. Well, this is the 7, and this is a 4, 6, 8. So there's no 8 there. That's the 8. There's no 4 there or 2. This is 1, 3, so I can take the 1 out of there. This is the 4. This is the 2. That's just a 6, and that's a 3, and that's a 4, which makes that the 7 and that the 4. That makes that the 5 and that the 7. Makes that the 3 and that the 5. Which means that's the 3 and this is a 2, 5. Which makes that the 9 and that the 5. This is the 3 and a 1. I normally don't like solving like this, but as I said, I'm working on something. I don't know what it is. So this is a 9 for the column, making this the 2 and this the 9. These are 1, 2, and 5. There's no 5 or 2 there. That's the 1. And that's the 5, and that's the 2. Wait a minute. Yeah, so this is 3, this is 4, this is 3. 3 comes out of those. That's a 2, 9. 5 is in one of those two. So that's 2 and 5. So that's 9 and 2. This is 1 and 3, which means these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are 8 and 9, which are known. 8 and 9. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7, which I know the order of. 7 and 5. There's no 4 there. There's no 6 there. So 4, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are 3 and 9, which I know the order of. 3 and 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 go into those. So that's the 8 by Sudoku. The 6 and 7 is resolved by that. 7, 6. So that's 8, 4, 6, 8, and 4. So over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 go into those, which is known. 8 and 7, which means this is 6 and 8, which means this is 3 and 6. The 2 makes this 4 and 2, which means this is 1 and 4. That means this is the 1 and this is the 9. And that is the correct solution in 6 minutes 39. So let's have a look at that one as well. 0, 6, 39. 1 hat. Missed it by 9 seconds. I thought I was doing okay, but not great. So yeah, 1 hat makes sense. I think I was relying too much on quadruples and not enough on Sudoku. So I think people who are stronger, who default to Sudoku rather than quadruples, would have done better at that. But because I tend to use very different quadruple killer interactions, I wasn't doing enough Sudoku. Whatever. Okay, little killer. Digits along the indicated diagonals must sum to the total given, which is 14. I'm going to be worse at this. I will tell you right now, I'm going to be worse at this because while I've done some exploration of 14 cages, I haven't done anywhere near as much. I play with 15 cages because everyone says, oh, a 3-cell 15 cage is dead average and there's nothing you can do with it. Okay. So let's give this a shot. Fine. Okay, so 14. Where's the best place to start? So 14. So there's 9, 5. This is 9, 5 because I can't use 8, 6 and 7, 7 isn't a thing. So this is 9 and this is 5. Now, 14 here, I can't use 9, 5. So this is 8, 6 and this is the 6 and this is the 8. This 14 isn't 9, 5, so this is 8, 6, and I know that this is the 6 and this is the 8. And this 14, yeah, I'm not sure. That, if it's 9, 5, it's 9, 5. If it's 8, no, I can't put 8 in either of them, so it is 9, 5. Okay, great. Now, I'm actually going to put in this because these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. These are 1, 6, and 7. That can't be a 1. That can't be a 6. But this needs to sum to 14. So if this was 1, 6, that'd have to be a 7, and it can't be. So this is 1, 7. So they sum to 8. So that has to be the 6. These are now 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 4. Okay, these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 4, and 8, which isn't helping, except these are 4. So these have to sum to 10. So they're 2 and 8, and that is 4. That will help. Now, these have to sum to 14. Let's put this triple in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 3, and 7. Which isn't helping anywhere near as much, I don't think. Yeah. Okay. So I'm looking in the wrong place. This triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, and 7. There is no 7 there. So these have a maximum of 7. If this was 3 and 4, and that has a minimum of 7. So this is 7, this is 3, this is 4, this is 1. I take 3 out of both of those. Ta-da! 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 5. There is no 1 there. And busted. So these have to sum to 14, but these already sum to 11. So these have to sum to 3. So I'm not putting a 5 in them. So this is 2, this is 1, this is 5. This 2 makes this 8 and this 2. And these are now twipples. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these are 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 6, 8, and 9. But this needs to sum to 14. Now, if this is a 7, those would need to sum to 7. But the minimum here already is 8. So this is a 1. Now. So this is a 6. Now, these need to sum to 8. Well, it's not a 3, and this is a 1, 7 pair. There you go. So this is the 7. This is the 1. This is now a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, and 8. Well, there's no 4 in either of those, so that's a 4. And 4 and 4 is 8, so these need to sum to 6, so that is a 2, that is a 3. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 5, 7, and 9. There is no 9 in any of those, so I'll make that a 9. Am I doing any better at this? Probably not. So these sum to 6, so these need to sum to 8. So this is 3 and that is 5. That makes this 8. There's no 5 in any of those. These are mostly done. That one is done. That one is done. That one is done. That one is done. This is not done. These need to sum to 10. Well, they're not to 8, so they are 7 and 3 and 7. These are 1, 2, and 9. Well, there's no 2 in either of those, so that's the 2. The 1, 9. Well, this is a 2. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, 3 and 5, which I can resolve. 5 and 3, which means this is 7 and 5. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. There is no 6 there. There's no 8 there. There's no 7 there. There's no 8 there. 7, 6, and 8. These are 1 and 6. So I can put those in, 6 and 1. These are 3 and 4, and I can put those in, 3 and 4. These are 2 and 5, and I can put those in, 5 and 2. Cool. That makes this 3 and this 4. This is not 6 or 8, that's the 9. I'll take the 9 out of those and pause for a bit. These 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 1, 6, 8, and 9. So these are 6, 8, and 9. There's no 6 there. There's no 8 there. Okay. What are these two? 1, 2, 3, and 5. So this is 5. This is 3. So 1 is in one of those two. Okay, so let's look at this. I think it's those need to sum to 14. Well, so these need to sum to 7. And once I take away 5, these need to sum to 2. So both of those are 1. That's a 9. That's really cool. That's a 6. That's not a 1. These are an 8, 9 pair. So 8, 9, 6, and 8. 536. I'll take it. For a little killer puzzle, I will absolutely take that. That was fun. I hope people are enjoying the stream. I'm enjoying kind of getting my mojo back. I know I'm solving these. Normally I do like 14 puzzles in 2 hours. I think I've just done 11 in an hour and a half. So, you know, I'm about, okay. I'm a little faster than normal, I think, but it's what it is. Okay. Normal Sudoku rules apply. A digit in a circle tells you the total number of odd digits along the attached line, not including the digit in the circle itself, which may be odd or even. Okay, cool. I think that makes sense. So there's 3 odd digits here. So these are from 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9, because it doesn't include this. This has, all I know is they're from 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. This looks like a thermo, but it's not. This isn't 3 or 5. This isn't 7 or 9. This isn't 5 or 7. Okay, that's not helped me. Okay. Do. Bingo. Okay. Sudoku. Am I doing Sudoku? Is this a Sudoku puzzle? Can someone help me? Now, 3 is in one of those two by Sudoku. These are all the odd digits, is basically what I know. So that's not a 3. That's not a 3. So there's going to be something about odd placements here. Like 7 must be on this line, so this has to be at least 1. But I need more than that. There'll be something about the logic of the way these lines work that I have not yet grokked. So 5 must be on this line, but this has to be at least 2. So there's at least 2 odd digits on this line. But that's not difficult. Three is over here. Okay, no. This is way more easy. 8 can't be here because I can't put 8 odd digits on this. So 8 isn't here, 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 or here. So 8 is in one of those two. So now this has a maximum of 3. So this is 1, 2, or 3. This is 1 or 2. This is 1 or 2, so it's 1. This is 1, 2, 3, or 4, and it's not 1. So this is 2, 3, or 4. This is 1, 2, 3, or 4. So this is 1 or 2 because it can't be 3 or 4. This is 1, 2, 3, or 4, and it can't be 3. This is 1 or 2, and it can't be 2. So this is 1. So there's only one odd digit on this line. Why did it take me so long to wrap my head around that concept? So one of those can be odd, but only one of them. This can't be a 1, so there's 2 or 3 odd digits on this. Which makes sense, because I can't do 4. Still, and this is 1 or 2, but I haven't figured out which yet. Because if this was 2, these would both be odd. If this is 1, one more of these is odd. So there's 2 odd digits on this line. But I don't see how that... There's probably a geometry trick going on. Well, there's a 1-2 pair here. It's weird that if this is 2, both of these are odd. If this is 1, there's another even digit on it. This is weird. I do have to put an even digit on this, but I'm not seeing a problem with that either. Could all these be odd? They'd be 1, 5, 7, and 9. So 5 would be here, 1 would be here. I can't see why they couldn't all be odd. Oh, these are all even. Let's do even odd colouring. Those are all odd. I'm going to do it. I'm just going to colour. These are even. So these are odd. That's all of the odds. So these are all even. So this can't be a 2 because that can't be even. So that's 1. These are odd. So these are even. Even if I stop the colouring here, this is now a 1. So this is a 2. This is odd. I am going to keep going with the colouring. This is a 5. This is a 9. This is a 7. And these are 1, 3, 5, and they say 3 and 5. That's a 1. That's a 3, 5 pair. This is a 7, 9 pair. That's really cool. This can't be 4 anymore. This is odd. Actually, I'm just going to... I am going to do this because I'm struggling a little, and while I'd like to solve quickly, I'm not speed solving. These are all even. So this is a 2. This is a 3. So 2 of these are odd. Well, hang on, those are even. So those are both odd, which means that's not the 8, that's the 8. These are both odd. This is odd because I need to put an odd on the line. So those are both even, giving me the 4 evens. These are both odd. This now can't be 4. It's 1 or 2. It could, for many reasons, it can't be 4. This is 2. So I need to put another even on here. This is a 3. This is 3 or 9. That's 3. So this is 2, which is even. I don't mind wasting time doing colouring. This is even because I've got all 5 odds in the column. So these are both odd. This is even. This is odd. This is odd. That's all of the odds. So this is even. These are both odd. That's all of the odds. So these are even. That's all of the evens. These are both odd. That is now even. Those are odd. These are 1, 7, and 9. There's no 7 there. This is 2 or 8. This is 6. 4 is in one of those two. That's not a 5, in case you were wondering. This is a 9, so there's no 9 there. This is a 7. This is a 1, 9 pair. So these are 5 and 7. 5 and 7. So this is a 9. These are both odd. But to hit the 2 total, that's not the 7. These are a 7, 9 pair. And these are both even, which means this is odd. The 9 makes that the 7 and that the 9, which makes that the 5 and that the 7, which makes this the 3 and this the 5. This is an 8. This is 2, 4, 6, and that's the 2. The 4, 6 is 4 and 6. So this is 2 and 4. That's the 8. And that's the 2 and that's the 4. These are 6 and 8. That's the 4. That's a 6 or an 8. That's a 4 or a 6. Still, oh, these are both odd. Why do I keep not repeating the logic that I've found? Those are both even. This is odd. This is even. So these are 4 and 6. So this is 6, 8, 4, 4, 6. These are 2, 4, and 6. It's not 6. That's not 4. That's not 4. That's 4. 2 and 6. 6 and 2. This is 8. That's not 3. This is 2 and 4. So sorry, 6 and 4. So 6, 4. This is 8 and 6. 2, 4, 6, 8, 6 and 2. These are 1 and 9. So with the 1, 9, this is 3 and 5. So this is 5, 3. This is 1, 9, 1, 9. This is 9, so 7 and 9. These are 5 and 7, which I know the order of, 5 and 7. These are 1, 3, and 5. There's no 1 there, so this is the 1, this is the 5, and this is the 3. 939. Again, I don't know what my hat time is for that one. What were the hat times? I barely got 1 hat. It took me too long to realize what was going on with this central cross. And that's okay. I'm cool with that. I hope people are enjoying this stream because I am. Okay. Extra Regions by Sam Kappelman-Lyons. Ah, crikey. I think I can see where these extra regions are, because they don't overlap. Last time we had one of these, the extra regions abutted each other and it was almost impossible to see. But we'll see how we go. So these grey regions are extra regions. You can avoid all of this by colouring them differently or just putting in cages. But anyway, okay. So all of these greys must contain. So the 2, 7, 3, 9 in this region. So these are 2, 3, 7, and 9. There's a 3, a 7, and a 9 there. So that's the 2, which takes 2 out of those. There's a 7 there, so there's no 7 there. There's a 3, 9 there, so that's the 7. So the 7 comes out of there. The 3 makes that the 9, and that the 3. Okay. These now are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 1 and 5. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4 and 9. So that's 4 and that's 9. I'm just looking at where the weaknesses are. 1, 2, and 8. So this is 8 and 2. And these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 8. So this is now the 6 and this is the 8. Okay. So what more can I do with Sudoku? Now, that digit. Oh, actually, I don't want to do this. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, and 6. There's no 2 down here. 2 in this region has to go in this box, which it already does. Oh, I'm not sure. I don't know that I can do much with that. 8 in this region. Can't go in those cells, can't go in those cells. So it's in one of those two. That's actually, is that the sort of thing I'm going to be looking for? 6 in this region is one of the, in this region is in one of those, because it can't be there because of that and it can't be there. So it's in one of those two. This feels wrong. Three is in one of those, because it can't be in those or those. No, this feels like the wrong way to solve this. This digit sees all of... Oh, okay. This digit sees all of those. So 7 is in one of those. This digit sees those and it's not there. So 9 is in one of those. This is weird. 3 can't be there because 3 can't be here or here. It has to be in here. This is a 1 or a 6. I can see 1 is in one of those. 2 is up here, but Oh, that's 2 by Sudoku. Which makes sense. Yeah, that works. So 2 in this region is in here with 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 isn't there, but it could be there. So it could be there and there. Hey, Clover. I'm basically just trying to get my solving mojo back, having lost it completely. So I'm just powering through a bunch of gas puzzles. And really struggling with them. 3 is in one of those. Well, no, I'm not actually. I'm doing quite well on some of them, but some of them breaking me. 4 is in one of those two because it has to go in here by Sudoku, but can't repeat in the region. This extra region one is definitely melting my mind. 5 is in one of those two for the same region. It has to reason, not region. Has to be in one of those 3 by Sudoku, but that's the same region. I think I would scan this better if they were cages. I did have to reset the last extra region when I did because you couldn't see the region borders. I am broken. Broken. 6 is similarly, 6 is right here because it has to be, can't be here because of region, can't be here because of that 6, which means this is a 6. Okay, so what's this triple? I'm going to put it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 3, 4. Well, that's not a 4. Can that be a 4? There can't be a 3, is what I do know. I can't remember why I said it can't be a 3. Because 3 has to be in here, which is part of that region. So 3 is over here, which is, yes, that is correct. I already had that, because 3 can't be here or in those. So 3 is in here. I do know, well, this has to be a 1, because I can't put 1 in any of those. So that is the 1, this is the 3, this is the 4. It means that's not a 3. I'm sure I can repeat that logic, but I'm failing to. Like, this can't be a 1. So 1 is in one of those 3. If this is a 1, I can't put 1 in this box, basically. But, so, well, this isn't 4. So I know 1 is in one of those. But 1, 5, 7, 9. 9 is in one of those 2, which again makes sense because I couldn't put 9 in any of those. This is the sort of stuff I should be looking for, and I'm not spotting. What's this triple? This triple might help me. 1, 2, 3, 7, and 8. Well, 7 has to be in one of those because I can't put 7 in any of those. It can't be 3 because 3 has to be... it can't be 3. This is a 7, 8. This is a 3. So this is 7, 8. So that... 5 in this region. It's not there, it's not there, it's not there. That's the 5. So that's the 6. So there's no, this is 1, no 1 in the region. There's no 3 in the region. There's no 4 in the region. That's 1, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is an 8. So this is not the 8. This is the 8. This is not the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 9. But the 4 is already in the region. Can't put 7 in any of those. So that's the 7. There's no 7 in those. That's a 4, 9. Which puts 4 in one of those 2. I'm not used to solving like this. This is way out of my comfort zone. 9 makes that 4 and that 9, which takes 4 out of those and makes that 4. The 1, 3 takes the 1 out of those and the 3 out of there. So the 2, 6 means that's the 1, that's the 3. So 2, 6. So this is now 1 and 9, and I know the order because of the 1 in the corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7. That 5 makes that 7 and that 5. I'm doing poorly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These, well, that's now the 1. And these are 4 and 8, which I know the order of. 4 and 8. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, this is 2, 3, 4. No, I've got 4. 2, 7, and 9. And there's no 7 in those, so that's the 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's a 6, which means that's the 2 and that's the 6. This is very cool, but boy, did it take me a while. 1, 3, 1. Very, very cool. Now I know what these are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Those are 3 and 4. The 3 makes this the 4 and this the 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 and 8. Which I know the order of, 2 and 8, which makes this the 9 and this the 2. This is the 5 and the 6. Now, these are 1, 2, 3, 4 and 7. So 7 and 4, which makes sense because I can't repeat the 4. The 1, 2, 3, let's do the 8 and the 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 9. 9 minutes 27, which, if I check the times, would have got me just one hat. Yeah, it would have. That has to be one of those because it can't be any of those. That has to be one of those. That has, yeah. Geometry stuff like this is always a bit of a weakness for me, and I will admit that. Yep. Thanks, Gillian. Hey, Eric. I wasn't expecting this many people to drop in. I know I'm streaming by Australian time, but I wanted to do this for my own trying to just help myself because there's about to be a break on my channel. There is about to be a few days, at least two, possibly more, where I'm not releasing videos for my own mental health. And but I just want to try and get my mojo back. So when I do start recording again, actual puzzles for the channel, I'm not doing terribly because I did try and record some and they're unreleasable videos. So this is just me trying to get my zone back, and I may fail, but we'll see how we go. And I would normally be visiting my mum tonight, but my house is a COVID house, so I'm isolating. MGL, have I seen you in a stream before? I don't know that I have. Sorry, it's warm enough here in Australia that I'm running my air conditioning, but it's gotten cold enough in my room that I wanted to put my slippers on. And I'm sorry about the wobble when I put my chair under. There's just... What's it like to have friends, Clover? One day I'll... I'm joking. Okay, normal Sudoku rules apply. There are some lines in the grid. There are some lines, I believe. Each line passes through more than one of the 3x3 regions. Along each line, the digits in every region it passes through have the same sum. So these are some lines. They can drop by or not. And I am, just so you know, everyone, I'm recording gas videos now. One of my Patreon supporters turned around and said, you should possibly consider this. And I went, okay. And I'm not recording them all in a batch. I'm basically recording them when I can get to them, probably one a day. And then I'll edit them together into a set of 5, I think. There's been some discussion that I should do 4 because it's a more consumable sum. And there's some people who said I should just release one a week and make it a longer video with bookmarks. I'm not sure yet. I'm open to suggestions, but we'll see how that goes. I don't want to release daily. I would prefer to edit into bigger videos. Daily releases is just a nightmare and I don't want to overbomb the channel. Anyway, so I'm going to restart the puzzle, restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. Okay. I'm terrible at this sort of puzzle, and this is definitely one of the things I need to improve at. So I can see that this is at least a 6, but how is that helping me? I can see this is at least a 6. So these are 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 6, 7, 8, 9. This is not helping me at all. This is 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 6, 7, 8, 9. This is not what I should be looking at. This is 7, 8, 9, but it's not 9. So it's 7 or 8. If it's 8... Now, there must be a 1 on this because this is either 1, 2, 4 or 1, 3, 4. So these are 1, 2, 3 and must contain a 1. So I could probably do some math here because if this is 7, this would be 21, 35. And hang on, that can't work, right? This is math, and this is where BremSter slows down and confirms everything he knows because he's often wrong. If this is 7, 14, 21, 30, 35, and that would be a 10. That's an 8. So this is 1, 3, 4. These have to sum to 8, so these are 2, 6, and that is a 7. That seems correct to me. which means it's probably wrong. I could probably do similar here, because this is 6, 7, or 8, which means there has to be a 1 on this. But I've got the same 5, 9 problem. If this is 6, these would be 18, 20. Yeah, but I've got the same problem. If this is 7, these are 21, 35, this would be a 10. If it's 6, it's even worse. That is an 8. So these are 1, they can't be 1, 2, 5, so they are 1, 3, 4. If it's 1, 3, 4, these are 2 and 6, and that is a 7. I think... Now, if there's no 1 here, this is 2, 3, 4, and that is a 9, which is possible, I think, still. Maybe. Kinda. Could be. Don't know why not. Someone will laugh at me. Now, down here, I've got a similar issue. If this isn't an 8, because I've still got 5, 9, these are all 8. Otherwise, the math don't work. 8 them up. So this is 1, 3, 1, 3. 1, 3 means this is 2, 6. Because I can't use a 5, and that's a 7. I've got the same thing. I can't use a 5, so this is 3, 4. This is 2, 6, and that's a 7. Which means that's not... Wow, okay. This is very cool, by the way. Now, this is now a minimum of 1, 3, 4. So this is not 6 or 7, because I can't use a 2 on it. And... 1, 3, 4... But there must be a 1 on it. So 1 is up here, but that's not what I'm looking for. Okay, now, BremSter Math Bad. This is not news. BremSter Math Bad news known. 3 is in... No, 3 is right there by Shidoku. Okay. BremSter Math Bad. Okay, I found the easy thing. So these are 1, 4, 5. Now, if this is... That just works. There's no 1 there. It is very possible they're all going to be 8 lines. I don't know. So let's look at this triple as well. This is 1, 4, 9. Well, I'm not putting a 9 on this line. So I know the total of this line. That's 8. Right. And the 1, 4 looks down, making that the 5, which means this has to be 1, 9. It's not. Which means 9 is in one of those, but not on the line. This is the 9. This is the 1. These are now known. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. So this is 8. I may have made a mistake. Like, anyone who's watched me solve live on stream knows me making a mistake. It's a day that ends in Y. As in, why did I make that mistake? Because I am BremSter, and mistakes is what I do. 2, 6, and 8 go into those. One of them, yeah. So these, wait a minute. These are from 2, 5, 6, and 7. I must put a 2 on that. So this is the 6, and this is the 2. There's no 6 in any of those. And the 2 must be on there, so it's not there, because otherwise I blow the total. So it's 2, 5, 7 or 2, 7, 9, and it's not 2, 7, 9. So this is the 7, this is 2, 5, and this is the 7. That is kind of cool. There's no 2 here. Did I fully understand it? No. There's no 1 there, by the way, because that's a 1, 3 pair, and has been for a while. It's a mature 1, 3 pair. This 3, which is hidden by being a given digit, obfuscated is the word I should possibly be looking for. That's not a 9. So this is 6 or 7. So there has to be a 1 on the line. And this is 2, 3 or 2, 4. So there is a 2 on it with a 3 or a 4. Now I've got a 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are now known. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 9. Well, this isn't a 9. If it's a 5, that's a 2. If it's a 6, it's a 1. So it's 5 and 2. That's a 6. That's a 9. So this is a 6 or a 7, and it's a 6, and that's a 7. So this is 2, 4. So that's a 3, and that's a 4. Which means that's a 3, and that's a 4. These sum to 7. They could be 1, 6. No, they can't be 1, 6. And they can't be 3, 4. So these are 2, 5. Which means that's 6 and that's 2. This can't be 1, 2, 3, so this isn't 6. These are 1, 4, and 5. So once again, there has to be a 1 on the line, because otherwise 4, 5, and 3 is a problem. If it's 1, 3, 4, it's 8. If it's 1, 3, 5, it's 9. Grumpy, you say? This is the 1. The 4, of course, makes that the 5. 1, 3, and 5 is 9. And I could have used the 2, 5 pair or anything else logical, but why would I do that? 2 and 6. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So the 2 must be on this for the same reason as I had, I think, down here or here. Yeah, here. 2 must be on this, otherwise that's an 11. So this is the 6 and this is the 2. That takes 6 off this, and 2 and 5 is 7. I could have used Sudoku for that, but, you know, I'm trying to learn sums. And if I'm trying to learn sums, do sums. This is 6, this is 9. The 2 makes this the 5, and this is the 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. The 7 makes that the 8 and that the 7. The 8 looks down, making that the 6 and that the 8. The 4 looks up. That was a hidden 4. That makes this the 5 and this the 2. The 1 looks down, making this the 3 and this the 1, which jumps all the way to the top of the grid. The 2 looks up as well. 5 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8. I'll use that 8 to make that 6 and that 8. And now I'm down to single box. That is a 3. I've got to put a 5 in. That 5 says it's not there. And now I need to put in a 9. That is the correct solution in 9 minutes. So that was a Philip Newman puzzle called Symmetry. And I did it in 9 minutes and 1 second, which means 1 hat. I only got 1 head, so I could make an inappropriate comment. Entropy Sudoku by Clover. Now, entropy is a thing that I have been exploring a bit recently as well, so we can see what I do here. Thanks, MGL. Lakia? Have I met you before, Lakia? I'm not sure. Welcome if I haven't. And if I have and I have forgotten, my memory being completely atrocious is why I am trying like mad to solve puzzles. So entropy Sudoku. Normal Sudoku rules apply each 2x2 square. This is not the sort of entropy that I've normally been playing with. Each 2x2 square of cells must contain at least 1 low digit, 1 medium digit, and 1 high digit. There we go. So there must be a medium digit in this 2x2. So one of those is a 6. And it's not that one. So, because the only medium digit available with 4 and 5 gone. So this is going to be a 7, 8, or a 9, and it's not an 8 or a 9, so that's a 7. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 8, and 9. There's no 8 in either of those, so that's the 8. There is no low digit in there, so that's the 3, and that's the 9. 9! Now, these are a medium and a high. If I was to put the... These are a medium and a high. There's something... there is an entropy trick with this, and I can't remember what it is. These are low and a medium. I can't remember what it is. There is a trick with that, and I cannot remember how it works. If this is the medium, it's 4. If it's the high, it's the 9. That's all I know. If this is the medium, it's the 6. And if it's the high, it's the 9. So there is a 9 in one of those two. That's what I needed to remember. There is a 9 in one of those two. No, that's not. So there's a medium and a high here. No. Why is it I was able to get this one? Did I make a mistake up here? So I need to put lows into all of these. Well, there needs to be a high in one in here, and the only one available is 7. So that's a 7. This has to be low now. So it's 3 because it sees 1 and 2. This has a low, a medium, and a high. This has no medium, so that has to be medium, so it's 4. These are 1 and 2, and they're resolved. That's 1 and that's 2. Okay, this needs a low, and it has to go there, so it's 1. This needs a medium, and it has to go there, so it's 4. These are pairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 and 9. These 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 8. And 1, 2 and 6. Now, there's in there, I need to put a high digit, and none of those are high. So that's the 8, that's the 5. There needs to be a low digit in there. That's the 3, that's the 9. That's good. That's good. There needs to be a lot. Yeah, okay, that's fine. There needs to be a high digit in there, so that needs to be a 9. There needs to be a low digit in there, so that's a 1 or a 3. I'm doing this wrong. There's a high digit. There's a low digit in there, and that can't be 1, 2, or 3. So that's the 3. This is now a high digit, and it's not 7 or 8. That's a 9. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 8. There's no 8 in either of those. That's the 8. That's the 5. That's the 7. I think this is correct. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 and 8 go into those. Now this needs a high digit, and that can't be out of 9. That's 7. I do not mind chat helping at all. At the moment, though, I will only check chat if I get stuck. There needs to be a low digit in there, so that's the 3. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 9. I'm also not stressed about times. I'm trying to speed solve because I'm trying to sort of get my juice back. But as you can see, the clock is ticking. And I'm talking, so I'm not too stressed about times. There needs to be a low digit in here, and it can't be 4 or 5, so that's 6. So this has to be the 2. This has everything. This doesn't have a low digit, so that's the 1, and that's the 8. This doesn't have a low digit, so that's the 3, because it sees 1 and 2. This doesn't have a medium digit, that sees 4 and 6, so it's 5. This doesn't have a high digit, so this is 8 or 9. This is covered. There needs to be a low digit in one of those, and it can't be 1 or 3. So there's a 2 in one of those, and it's not there. That's the 2. 2. I had 3 options. I got it on the 3rd try. Okay. I'm solving this terribly, and I know I am. This 9, of course, makes this 4. Now this needs a high digit, so that's the 9. These are 1, 2, 3, 5... and 6. There's no 5 in those, so that's the 5. This is the 3. This is the 6. The 3 makes this the 1. This is a pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 8. Now, not sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the 6. This is the 3. 2 and 7. So this is 2 and 7. This needs a medium digit there, and it can't be 5 or 6. So that's the 4, that's the 8, that's the 4. This needs a medium digit there, so it must be a 5 because it sees 4 and 6. This needs a high digit, so it must be the 9. This now must be a 4 to complete the column. I've got some around here somewhere. I'm surrounded by them, but they're all plugged into things. How do I not have a USB plug available? They're all plugged into things. This is crazy. Every single USB plug I could pick up is plugged into something. 3 is right here by Sudoku. This must have a high digit there, so it must be the 8. I'm just using that to help scan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 go into those. So that's 6, that's 7. This now is a 9. Superman. This is a 1. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, and 8. So I'll use the 8 to make that 2 and 8, which makes this 6 and 2. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 go into there. So 6 and 7, ta-da-da! 725. So I did complete the puzzle, and I'll bet you it's a 1 hat time. Yep, I didn't do it, but I don't care. That was fun. That was a really cool puzzle. That's not the sort of... I know this is the earliest form of entropy puzzle that I saw, where there was the entropy where you had to make the 2x2 tiles. And then after that, I started seeing entropic line puzzles. And entropic line puzzles are the ones I'm way more familiar with. But that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that one. Okay. Sam, I Am Not by Philip Newman. Okay. I have no idea how many people are watching. I'm not even monitoring my stream. Compared to normal, almost no one. And you know what? I'm comfortable with that. But because I said, I'm streaming Australian time. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Digits along arrows must sum to the circled total. Okay. Well, that's a 9. That's an 8. That's a 7. That's a 6. 5 is in one of those two. 2 is in one of those. Oh, this is a 4-5 pair. This is a 2-3 pair, and that's by Sudoku. So we can stick a 1 in the middle. Okay. Now. This is a maximum of 8. This is a minimum of 1, 2, which would be 3, which means these are a minimum of 7. So this is a 1. This is a 1, 2, and this is an 8. So what are these? 7 and 9? Now we've got the same here, don't we? If this is 1, 2, which is its minimum, plus 1, this is 9, which is what it absolutely must be, which makes that 2 and that 1. That feels forced. I mean, I could be just being an idiot. Now, there must be a 1 in all of these, mustn't there? Because if this was 2, 3, 4, that'd be 9, and that'd have to be a 0. So there is a 1 in one of those two. There is a 1 in one of those two. This is 7, 8, 9. This is 7, 8, 9. Now that's not 7. That's not 8. For this to be 7, this is 1, 2, 3, and that's 1. But this can't be 1, 2, 3. This is a minimum of 1, 4. So this is 1. This is 1, 4. And this is 9. Because that's its minimum, because those cells C2 and 3. So this is 1, 4, and the order is known, 4 and 1, because of that 1. Now this isn't the 1, this is the 1. So these are 3. So these are either sum to 5 or 6. Well, this is the 1 and this is the 2. 1 is there. So these sum to 4. So this is 4 or 5. And it's not 5. This is 4. This is 8. Okay. I think that's the arrows done. And now I'm down to Sudoku. Everyone can go home now. It's going to get terrible. Okay. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8. Four is in one of those two. 9 is in one of those two. This is not the way to solve this puzzle. 4 is in one of those. No, okay. So what am I doing? Apart from badly. 2 is in one of those two. 2 is in one of those two. 2 is in one of those two. Hang on, is this a 2-4 pair? No. No, it's not. 2 is in those. Okay. No, I am completely and utterly off my gourd. I am totally off my gourd. What? At least I found the logic. Why am I so blind? Have I made a mistake? Are these arrows wrong? Three in box 3. Right, 3 in box 3 is in one of those, which places 3 there. Right, okay. Which means 3 is in one of those two, which means 3 is in one of those two. One, two, three, four, 5, 6. This is 5, 6, or 7. That's not it. Nine is in one of those two. This is 5 or 7 only. Oh, this is 6 in the row. So this is 8. So this is 6. This is a 2-8 pair now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a 7. So this is a 9. This is a 7. This is a 5. This is a 9. Yeah, this one is a scanning tricky one. This is 2 and 8. Which means that's 2. Which means that's 2. I imagine people using a pencil mark checker would solve this one very quickly. So this is a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. There's no 5 there. There's no 7 there. That's the 5. So this is a pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I've made a mistake. 1, 2, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 7 is what that is. So this is 4, this is 7. These are 1, 2, 3, 6. So this is 5, this is 4, this is 5. These are 1, 2, 3, 9. Yes, invisible givens. They are a thing. I still don't feel like I'm out of the woods on this puzzle. I feel like I'm being sent to the woodshed. 6 in row 8. Well, this is, right, this is a 3-6 pair. So that's the 3, that's the 6, which looks like making that the 2 and that the 3, which means this is the 2. This is now 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a 7, 6, 7, 3, 6, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 9. There's no 5 in any of those, so that's the 5. This is the 9, 9 and 7. Getting there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the 5 and the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 9 go into those. So 9 and 5. 1, 2, 3, and 6. But the 9 makes that the 3 and the 9, which makes that the 6 and the 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not. Okay, so let's look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 go into those. So we have 8 and 7, which makes this 4 and 8, which makes this, what do they want? That's the 4, and that better be a 6. 9:28. If that's a double hat time, I will eat the second hat. I don't have a second hat, and that is not even close. Missed it by over 2 minutes. No, just under 2 minutes. It was 7 minutes 30. With pencil mark checker, I possibly would have made it because I got the arrows pretty quick. Okay, consecutive quads or consec quads by Clover. Consec quads, do 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 do. Consec quads, do 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 do. Normal Sudoku rules apply. If a black dot appears at the intersection of 4 cells, those cells must contain at least 2 pairs of consecutive what? I'm going to look at the puzzle to understand this. If a black dot appears at the intersection of 4 cells, those cells must contain at least 2 pairs of consecutive digits, which may or may not overlap. For example, 1, 2, 3, 7 contains 2 consecutive pairs, 1 and 2, 2 and 3. If a white dot appears at the intersection of 4 cells, those contain exactly 1 pair of consecutive digits. Digits around a dot may repeat. If a digit in a consecutive pair repeats, it is counted both times. For example, 4, 5, 5, 7 has 2 pairs. Right. I am not aiming for a hat time on this one. Everybody walk the dinosaur. I always do a musical, Eric. You know that one. Okay, so there must be 2 pairs in this one. But that means there must be a 2 because... Oh, no, this could... Yeah, hang on a minute. There must be 2 consecutive pairs in this. Now, there may be a faster way to start. I don't care. There must be 2 consecutive pairs in this. Now, actually, there is a faster way to start. How do I make 2 consecutive pairs in that? I make that a 7. But there must be 2 consecutive pairs in this. So this must be a 2, 4. Because if I was to put a 4 in here, I can't make 2 consecutive pairs with just 2 digits. Like if I was to put like an 8, 9 in there, that's only 1. So I must put... Hang on. No, I can't use 2, 4. That will break it because that will give me 3. Is it at least 2 consecutive? At least 2 pairs of consecutive cells. It does say that because I can't do 4, 5. So one of these must make a consecutive pair. So if the 3 goes with a 4, the 4 then can't go with a 5 or anything. This must be 2, 4. It has to be. And for example, this must be 3 because I can't make a consecutive pair on this with the 7. So I have to make 2 consecutive pairs with 2 and 4. So this becomes the 3. These are what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 9. So this is a 5 and this is a 9. Okay, I'm comfortable with that. This has to be 2, 4. I have to make 2 consecutive pairs. Actually, they can't be. I'm broken already. Right, yes. Yeah, I needed to start up here. If I'd started here, I would have broken the puzzle and had to roll back. Because here, the 3 can't be consecutive with either of those, and they're not consecutive. So I need something that's going to make it consecutive with both of those. So this has to be an 8. Now, this is broken. Unless this is a 2 and makes both. Right. I'm starting to understand. Now, the 2 can't connect with either of those and they don't connect with each other. This has to be the 6. Now, the 6 can't connect with either of those and they can't connect with each other. This has to be the 2. The 2 can't connect with either of those. This has to be the 8. The 8 can't connect with either of those. Something has to connect to both of them and that has to be the 4. Starting to grok the puzzle just. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 4 and 9. This 9 makes this the 4 and this the 9. Now, around here, I can't have another consecutive. So, well, I'm going to put this quad in because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, this can't have another consecutive. So it can't be a 1 by Sudoku. It can't be a 2 or I'd have 2 consecutives. And I'm pretty certain white dot may only contain 1 pair of consecutive. And if this is 6, I'd have 6, 7, and 7, 8. This is the 5. That takes 5 out of all of those. Now, this can't be a 6, so it's a 1 or a 2. Now, the 4 and the 5 is consecutive. This can't be a 2, so this is a 1. 1 is not consecutive with itself. So there's no 1 down here. This is 2 and 6. Right. Ooh, these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 6, and I know the order. This is the 6 and this is the 1. How do people come up with this? Okay, so I'm going to put this quadruple in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 8, and 9. So there's no 8 and 9 in there. Now, this can't be a 5. There's already a 6, 7. If this was a 6, it'd be consecutive with the 7. If this was an 8, it'd be consecutive with the 7. That is the 9. 9 comes out of there. Now, I need a consecutive in here. If this is 5, they'd all be odd and none of them are consecutive. So that's a 6. This is a 5, 8. This 8 makes this the 5 and this the 8. Now, I need a consecutive in here and I don't have one. 4 would need 3 or 5. I can't do it. 6 would need 5 or 7 and I can't do it. So this has to be an 8 to be consecutive with the 9. Oh my lord. This is a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's no 6 here. No, this was not the way to do it. Here I need an odd digit because I need something that is consecutive with 4 or 8. So it's 3, 5, 7, or 9. It's not 7, it's not 9. So it's 3 or 5. But I need 2 consecutives around here. What is going on in my brain? Or more importantly, what is going on in this puzzle? Okay, let's try this because I need a consecutive. I can't make it consecutive with 1 because I can't use 2. In order to make it consecutive with an 8, it'd have to be a 7 because I can't use 9. 4, I would need 3 or 5. And all of that seems possible. Okay, I've lost my mind. 1 is in one of those two. 3 is in one of those two. 7 is in one of those two. No, this is... It's got to be this, doesn't it? Because this can't be consecutive with 8. Because 7 and 9 is not available. So it has to be even. 2, 4, 6, 8. Now, 8 is not consecutive with 3 or 5. So it's 2, 4, or 6, and it's not 6. So it's 2 or 4. So is this 2, 3, 4, 5? Yeah, these are 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. There's no 3 there. There's no 5 there. No, I'm losing my mind. I feel I've made a mistake. Hang on. By Sudoku, that's a 9. Can row 1, column 6 be a 2? 2, 3? Oh, I need 2 consecutives in here. If this is 2, this would be 3, and then I would only have one consecutive. There's two consecutives in here. That's where I was going wrong. So this has to be a 4, and that does allow this to be 3 or 5, but it takes 4 out of those. There is a 2 down here. And whichever one this is going to complete the 2 consecutives. But I need one whichever one this is going to complete both of them. So I need 2 consecutives around this dot. But if one of these was even, I could potentially do it with a single odd digit. Except I can't put 4 or 8 in there. So if I can't put 4 or 8 in there, doesn't that mean I need 2 odd digits? I think it does, but I can't think of a logical way to prove that. Because I mean, if I was speed solving rather than trying to prove what I'm doing, I would use that. And then if I got it wrong, I would wind back. But I'm at the point where I'm trying to. No, I'm stumped. I'm looking at Sudoku as well. Okay, so I can place a 1 here. One is in one of those two. 3, 4. No, it's not 6. 6 is there, so that's 3. Which means that's 3. So it is Sudoku, maybe. So what are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 9. There's no 5 in any of those, so that's a 5. So that's a 2, that's a 3. There's no 3 there. That 2 means that's 6 and 2. There's no 4, 7, 9. These are now pairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, and 8, which is resolvable. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 9, which is resolvable. So now let's do these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 8, which is resolvable. And 1 and 5, which is resolvable, which means that's the 7, and I can take 7 out of those. Which means this is 2 and 7, which means this is 3. These are 1, 2, and 6. There's no 1 there, there's no 6 there. Hey, Jobo. This is 4 or 7. That's a 5 now. So now I need to get, there's no consecutive around here. So 2 would go with 1 or 3, and it can't. 5 would go with 4 or 6. can't do 4, it can do 6. 8 would go with 7 or 9, and it can't. So this is a 6. So this is 4 or 9. Now, I need 2 consecutives around here. So I can't do 2 consecutives with 2. So I need to do 2 consecutives with 6s. So this is a 7. This is a 4. This is a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is an 8. The 7 makes this 9, this 4, this 7. This is a pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2 and 3, which I can resolve. 2, 3, 5. These are 1, 6, and 7. There's no 1 at the top. The 2 makes this 6. 1, 2, 7, 6, and 1. Holy cow! Everybody walk the dinosaur. 1303. Dinosaur time on that one was 15. Holy cow, I got a hat on that one as well. Yeah, fall back on Sudoku when you get it wrong. This was, yeah, this is, yep, always good fun. Yeah, I've tried to reach out to things like, because I solve puzzles as well from the Sudoku World Championships and stuff like that, which they publish openly. But I won't do a puzzle if I don't have permission to do them. And they don't keep a record of who created the puzzles and everything. So I just can't get permission to do them. I think it would be great to showcase those puzzles, and I just can't do it. What I should possibly do is post to my Patreon, go here, download the World Puzzle Federation puzzles, check them out, because they are just stunning. I would love to showcase some of those puzzles, and I just can't do it. Yeah, I agree. The way that a lot of these rule sets are showcased, those World Puzzle Federation stuff and the way Clover does them. But even after the fact, when they publish it, yeah, I would love to showcase those puzzles. I really would. They've published them openly. Some of them from like, what, as you know, from what, 14 years, 15 years ago. And I would love to just say, here is something from the World Puzzle Championship, like number 4 from 2013. These are great puzzles. Go check them out. But I just can't showcase them unless I turn around and say, I don't have permission for this because no one knows who said it. No one can tell me. I've reached out to the World Puzzle Federations and they just turn around and say, we don't know. Like, we publish them and forget about them. So what do I do? Like, I think they would be great. I know that Mark and Simon have featured some of them in the past, and they just did it. But I don't like doing that. Yes, Frappy, this is a recent thing I've been doing. It's not the only thing I've been doing. And I did use it on that little killer puzzle to knock it out of the park. Okay, so September 17th, difference ratio Sudoku. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Digits separated by a black dot have a ratio of 1 to x, where x is the number in the black dot. Digits separated by a white dot have a difference of n, where n is the number in the white dot. Okay, so a ratio of 9 has to be 1 and 9. If this was 9, the ratio of 9 to 8 would be, what is it, 72? So I could put 7, 2 in here, but it comes out backwards. So I think this has to be the 1 and the 9. 1 goes to a ratio of 8, 7, and 6. Ratio of 1 to 7 has to be 1 and 7. I can't see any other way of doing it because I think I would break the puzzle because 2 would ratio to 14. So this has to be the 1 because I also need to ratio to 6, and 7 to 6 is way out of the park, or it's outside the Sudoku universe. So these are 5 and 4. 4 difference is, that makes that an 8. 3 difference from 5 would make it either a 2 or an 8, and the 8 is gone. 3 difference from 6 would make it either a 3 or a 9. So this is a 3-9 pair. 4 difference from 7, that's the 3 and that's the 9. And I think that's logical. Now, 1 to 5 ratio. 1 5 or 2 10. So this also has to be 1 5. 5 to 4 ratio is either 5 to 4 would be what, 20? There's or 5 to 5. Yeah, again, I think this is true. If I'm proven wrong, everyone gets an opportunity to laugh at me. Now, a difference of 6. Well, a difference of 7 without being able to use a 1 is 2 9. Now, a difference of 6. Now, actually, this is going to be a little bit interesting. If I put a 9 here, this would be 3. If I put a 2 here, this would be 8. 9 would go to 1, 2 would go 8, 2 would go, well, it couldn't go to 1, so it would go to 3. So I've got a 3-8 pair. This is the 3, this is the 2, this is the 8, this is the 9. That's a 7. That's bonkers. 4, 6, 9. The things that are 5 difference are the 4 and the 9, and that's the 6. This is crazy. Four would go to 5. 9 would go to 8. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can't put 5 on there. That's 4 and 7. That's the 5. 4 would go to 3. 7 would go to 6. That feels correct. Now, I don't have anything here yet. Now, a difference of 6 without 1 and 2 is 3 and 9, because they're the furthest digits I can make apart, and they differ by 6. If this is 3, this would be 6. If this is 9, this would be 6. So this is always 6. 9 here would go down to 4. 3 here would go up to 8. Let's do this triple, actually. Well, no, 3 would have to go up to 5. 9 would have to go down to 7, and 9 can't go down to 7. So this is 3, 5. This is 9, and 3 is 5 different from 8. So this is 1, 2, 4, 6. And that is not very helpful, except for the fact that that can't be 4, which is a mistake I made on a recent gas puzzle in my first ever gas video, where I had a difference dot like that, and I had 2, 4, 6, and I didn't realize that that meant it had to have a 4 on it, and I was an absolute twonk knuckle. Twonk knuckles are us. That's not the 4, that's the 4. So this is 2 or a 6. 2 would have to go to 3. 6 would be 7 or 5. Okay. Actually, that's a 2. That's the 6, because there's a 6 in the column. So that's the 3. It do happen. I know it do happen because it did happen. This is the 9. This is the 4 for the same reason. That means this is the 8. It do happen because it did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, this is the 7, 8. This is the 5. 7 different would be, so this has to be 2 and 8 and 7. This is 4 and 7, since I got the 7 in the middle box, but I didn't use it. 1 different from 4 is 3. And I've done all the clues, and assuming I haven't made any mistakes, that's a big assumption. This is 6 and 9, so this is 6 and this is 9. I am not going to get a hat time on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7. Hardy har. Where am I looking now? This is an interesting question. 6 is in one of those two. That ain't it. 4 is in one of those two. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 1 or 5 is all I've got out of that. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's an 8. These are 6, 7, and 9. That's not a 9. Great. 1, 2 up here. 1, 2, 4, and 7. I'm completely bleh. 2 is down here. 1, 2, 8, 9. So this is 2, 8, and this is 1, 9. So I can tell what these are. 1, 2, 3, 1 and 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 6. What? So this is 6. This is 3 because of that 3. That takes 6 out of there. Anyone would think this is a Sudoku stream. This is a gas stream. I know that because I must be sniffing something. 1, 4, 7. That's a 7. So this is a 6 and a 9. That 6 means this is not a 6 and this is a 6. This is 1, 4, 5. 8 in... yep. Same thing, just done better. So these are triples. 1, 2, 1, 4, 7. And 1, 4, 2. What's this row? 1, 2, 5. So that's a 2. 1, 5, no 5, 1, 4. So these are 3, 5, and 7. So that's a 5, 7, 3. These are a pair. 1, 9. So 1, 9, no 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 8. There's no 8 there. This is the 8. 5, 7 means that's not the 7. So this is the 7. There is more Sudoku I have missed. 2, 4, 5. No 5, so that's the 5. 2, 3, 4. 4. 2, 3. 4. 1, 2. 4, 1. 1, 4. 1, 9. 7, 5. Doesn't include solution, but it looks okay. What was my time? 8:46. Yeah, way out of the 2 hat time, but still within the 1 hat time, which is better than I normally do. I don't think I've dinosaured today, which is remarkable for me. Now, I know this has been a long stream. I'm not asking anyone to hang around more than they would like to. I'm, as I said, I'm here to try and get my eye back in. Like these ones, because this isn't working right. What's next? It is a German whisper called German coin. Digits in cells directly connected by a green line must differ by at least 5. Okay, there's a 5. These are 4 and 6. No, that is 4. That is 6. So this is 9. What? 6. This is 9. This is 1. So these are 2, 3, 7, 8, but I can never remember the order of this. If this was 3, they'd have to be separated by 8, 9. 7 would have to be, so these are 2, 8. These are not 2, 8. These are 3 and 7. This is 2. I could have done that by thing. This is 8. This is 3. This is 7. It doesn't always take a second. It depends on the puzzle. This is a 3, so we know the high-low of the whole thing. This is 7 or 9. This is 7 or 9. This is 9, this is 7, these are 1 and 2, and this is the 2, and this is the 1. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 9. This is 7, 8, 9. Great. Yeah, phenomenal. This is 8 or 9. Okay, so what are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are 7 and 8. One of them is 7, and it's not that one because I couldn't put the 1 or the 2. This is the 8. This is the 7. These are the 1, 2. The 2 here means this is the 1, and this is the 2. The 8 means these are from 1 to 1 and 3. The 1, of course, makes this the 3 and this the 1. These are 4 and 6. Now, I'm only doing gas. The whole point here is for me to just... And these streams that I've been doing, I've just been me working through the 2022 gas puzzles. That's what I've been doing with these streams. Normally, I'm not even trying to push them this hard. 3 and 8 go into those. What are these? Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 5, 7. This has to be low, so that's the 2. Now, so this is... And 3 has to be next to 8 or 9, and the 8 is gone, so that's the 9, which means that's 5 and that's 9. 5 is not in any of those. That's not floating my boat too much. This is 1, 2, 3, or 4. Great. This is 6, 8, or 9. Could still be 6. Wow, okay. I tend not to stream harder puzzles myself because of, I'll be perfectly honest with you, the seizures I suffer from. 6 is not in any of those. It's not there. It could be there. No, I've lost it. Okay. 9 is in one of those two. So 9 is not on this line. So these are high digits from 6, 7, and 8. That's not an 8. So this is 6 or 7. So this is 1 or 2. This is 6, 7, or 8. It can't be 6. That's 7 or 8. Oh, this is 8. Which means this is 3, this is 8. Which means 8 is in one of those two. Eight is in one of those two. Well, that's 7 now. So this is 6 and 1. This is not 1, so this is not 6. This isn't 7 and never has been. That's 9. Woohoo. So this is any low digit still. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is 6, 8, or 9. 6 or 8, actually. Okay. One is in one of those two. This is a 3, 8, 9. These are 3, 8, and 9 by Sudoku. There's no 8 there. There's no 9 there. That's interesting. So 1, oh, this is now 2, 3, 4, 5. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 and 6. So this is 6, this is 1. That means this is 8. 6 is right here. I mean, 6 is right there. This triple, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, and 7. There's no 1 there. There's no 1 or 2 there. That's 7. That's 2. That's 1. This is not 1. Got to put... Ah, this 7 makes this 5 and this 7. So what's the triple here? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 9. But this has to be low, and it can't be 4. So this is the 3. There's no 3 here. This is the 9. This is the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, well, 5, and 9. There's no 3 here. This can't be the 4 because of that 8. It could never have been a 4. I don't even know why I put it there. Yes, I do. I made a boo-boo. 2 and 7, and I've broken the puzzle. No, it's not 2 and 7. That's why I've broken the puzzle. It's 7 and 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is not the 8. 1, 2, 3, and 5. So the reason I'd broken the puzzle is I just made a pencil marking boo boo. This 9 makes this an 8, which means this is not an 8. This is not a 2. It's not a 4 either. Why am I putting 4s in the middle of boxes on German whisper lines? This 3 makes this an 8. This has been a 3 for a while. The 6 makes this a 4 and this a 6. The 4 makes this the 5 and this the 4. The 3 looks like making this the 5 and this the 3. And now we're down to a single box, which theoretically even BremSter can't screw up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7. So we put in a 5 and a 7, and that is the solution. That is German Coin by Philip Newman. Doing a Philip puzzle in under 7 minutes. That feels unusual. Holy cow, I made the 2 hat time by over a minute. Absolutely losing my mind. I would say it was behind the sofa, but we've looked. Okay, cage twins. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Each digit appearing in a cage must appear exactly twice in that cage. Okay, so there are 2 1s in this cage. I cannot put another one there, and I cannot put another one there. So this is a 1. And I must put another 2 in the cage, and I cannot put it there or there by Sudoku, so that is a 2. These are the same digit, but I don't know what they are yet. They're not 3 or 4. Whatever. 3 cannot go there or there. This is a 3. 4 cannot go. One of those is a 4. Not sure which. 7 is there. 6 is not in those, so 6 is there. 9 is not in those, so that is a 9. 8 is not there or there. That is an 8. Okay, now. Now. 1 isn't in those, so 1 is in there. But if I put 1 here, that can't be a 1, surely, because then I'd have to put another 1 there, and I can't. So that is not a 1, this is a 1. These are 2, 8, and 9, but that's a 2. There's no 2 there. This means I have to put another 2 in the cage. Now, these are 8 and 9, so that digit has to go there. That is another 8 or 9. They are both 8s because of that 9. That is a 9. Okay. Still proceeding to get lost. These are the same digit. They could be 1. They can't be 2. They can't be 3. They could be 4. They can't be 5. They can't be 6. They can't be 7. They can't be 8. They can't be 9. Those are 1 or 4. Huh. Let's actually do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7. Now that's just by column. But for here, those can't be 7. So this is 3, 4, 5, because those are the same digit. Those are the same digit, and that can't be 3, and it can't be 4, because those are the same digit. So those are 5 and 7, and they can't be 7. Bing the 5s. We can bing the 5s. We can bing the 5s. Those are not 5. 7 must be up here. This is 3 or 4. Now. Do I want to look at well, let's do this quad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 5, 6, 7. Now, there's no 5 here, so this is 3, 6, or 7, and it's not 3. So this is a 6 or a 7. 3 and 5 are down here. But this can't be a 7, so this is 3, 5, or 6, and it's not 6. So this is a 3 or a 5. Can I disprove either of those? This isn't a 6. Oh, it's not 3. Those are 5s. Bing the 5. How am I still confused? 4. is in one of those two still. How is this cage so different from these? Did I make a mistake down here? I don't... Why can't that be a 4? Right, if that was a 4, those would both be the same. That is not a 4, that is not a 4, that's the 4. These are the same. They're not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They could be 6 or 9. Very clever. Okay, now. I hope you say originally. Okay, now. Of course it is. We trust you. 3 must be down here. So this is the 4. So this is a 4. Means there's no 4 up here. This is a 3, 7. Which means this is 6 and this is 6. Which means this is 9 and this is 9. 4 means this is 1 and this is 1. There's no 6 here. This is a 3, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 2 and 6. The 3 and the 7, don't know, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4 and 8. So 8 and 4. Now I'm kind of down to Sudoku. Hip, hip, hooray. This is a 1. This quadruple, 1, 2, 3, 4 is right there. So this is now a triple. 6, 7 and 8. There's no 8 there. Well, actually, that's 6 because I can't put 6 in any of those. That's a 7, 8 pair. So what are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 9. So 5 is in one of those two. 9 is in... This is a 5, 9 pair. Actually, that's just the 9 and the 5. There you go. We've all done that, Clover. We really have all done that. It is why I get picky with some people who submit puzzles to me and I send them back going, can you never look at these rules again? And people say, but I never make mistakes on rules. It's like, we all make mistakes on rules. This is the 2. This is the 6. People get precious about their rules. This is 1, 3, and 7. That's not a 7. That's not a 7. That's a 7. That's a 3. One is in one of those two. Actually, is this a pair? This is almost certainly a pair, right? But I'm not seeing it. What are these two cells? 1 and 5? Well, that's resolved. That's the 1. That's the 3. That's the 1. That's the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 6. So 4, 6. 1. These are 2 and 3. Still not solved. 3, 4 and 8. There's no 4 in those, so that's the 4. The 3, 8 is resolved, which means the 7 and the 3 are resolved. 1, 2, and I know people often turn around and say, you solve this in a slow way, putting in triples. You should just put in the digits. This is the way I visualize stuff. It's just helps me solve and kind of makes it more fun for me. And if it's not fun for me, why would I do it? Okay, so now Not sure where to look. I'm not sure if I want to look at columns or rows. This is where I suffer from decision paralysis. I'm going to look at column 1. I need to put a 2 in column 1. I need to put a 4 in column 1. Well, that's restricted. So this is 4, 2. This is 7 or 8. So these are 1, 3, 7, 8. There's no 3 there. There's no 1 there. There's no 7 or 8 there at all. Actually, that's a 3. That's a 1. And this gives me this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 and 9. So 2, 9, 3, 2. Puts a 3 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. There's no 7 in those. That's the 7. That's the 8. That's the 6. Which means that's the 7. That's the 8. That's the 7. And that's the 8. And that is the correct solution in 9 minutes and 11 seconds. Which again, isn't a champion time. I am not Mark Goodliffe. I don't want to be Mark Goodliffe. First of all, he lives in the Northern Hemisphere. And well, he lives in London. And while I'd like to visit London, I don't think I'd like to live there. I love living in Melbourne. Australia is a wonderful place to live. I love that the world is. I love the Sudoku community being so global, but I have to admit, I feel really isolated being from Australia. Okay, next. Killer by Sam Turgelman Lines. Great. Digits cannot repeat in a cage and must sum to the total of the cage. Okay. I will start with the 1, 2, 3 that must go there, but also 14, 26, 29, 36. So I can stick a 9 in the middle. So the 14 cage will now, it can't be 9, 5, so it's 8, 6. The 3 cage is a 1, 2. That means this can't be 1, 6 or 2, 5, so it's 3, 4. So the 12 cage must have 7, 5 in it. Great. 23 cage is 6, 8, 9. I've gone over the logic of why things are forced at the extremes, I think. 16 is 7, 9, so that's the 9, 7, 9 with a 6, 8. I think I've gone over my rationale for why digits that are close to the extremes are forced. At least I hope I have. 7, 8, 9. So this is 2, 3. There's probably something here that I'm missing incredibly clearly. There's no 7 there. So if this was 2, 3, these would both be 1. So this is 1, 4, this is 1, this is 2, 3. There you go. The 2, 3, I'm not sure. So 3, 4, of course, makes this 2 and this 3, which makes this 1 and this 2. Now this is at least a 5. So these have to sum to at most 5. But there's options there, I think. 8, 9, so we've got 8 and 9. These are 7, 8, 9. There's no 9 there, so that's a 9. These are now a known pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are 7 and 8, and I know the order. 7, 8, which means this is 6 and 8, which means this is 9. There's no 9 here. There's no 9 in a 3 cell 7 cage. That's a 9. These are actually 1 with 2, 4. So that's the 2, that's the 4, which means this is the 3 and this is the 4. 1, 2, and 5. Well, I'm not putting 5 there because that would just completely blow the total. So if this is a 6, these would have to... This can't be a 6 because these would then have to sum to 4 and I can't do it. So this is a 5 and a 3. I still feel like I'm out of my gourd here. 3, 7 or 4, 6. 1, 4, 5, and there must be a 5. Well, this is a 1 2. What am I even talking about? There's no 1 there. And this is the 1, this is the 2. So this is the 4, this is the 1. So there's no 1 there. This is a 4, 5. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a 6. I missed the 3 cage. How did I miss a 3 cage? This is a 2. That's a 4. I missed another 3 cage. What is wrong with me? 1. At least I'm having fun. Whatever. 5, 6, and 7. There's no 7 there. I don't know what I don't know. I'm allowed to go insane. I've had lots of practice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I think. No, 8 there. So there must be an 8 up there. This is 6. No, this is 7. There's no 7 here. So this is now can't be 1, 1, 9, 2, 8, or 4, 6. So this is 3, 7. So this is 8. This is 2. This is 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. There's no 9 in any of those. That's the 9. 5, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 and 2. And 5 and 6. I'm going to have to check my Discord messages in a second. It's probably my mother, but I want to check after I've solved this. 1 and 4. 1 and 3. This is 7 and 8. So 5 and 7. I'm going to do terribly on the time on this one. 6, 5 and 8. So this would be 5 and 8 and 3 and 7, 4, 6 and 7, so 7 and 6. What am I doing? 3, 5 and 9. There's no 3 or 9 there. That's the 5, 3, 9, 5, 4, 8, 7, 3, 4, 5 and 8. So 8 and 5. That's a 4. 1 and 3. 4 and 1. Doesn't include a solution, but it seems to be good, and I think my cage totals were okay. It could be... My mother is not a bad solver. If she's solving one of these puzzles, she's normally taking about 20 to 30 minutes, but she's not terrible. And I love her dearly. Maggie, you've all done a Maggie. I hope you've all done a Maggie puzzle. If you haven't, please go check out the Family Day Sudoku puzzles that I host frequently on my channel. The most recent video on my channel is a Family Day Sudoku set by BremSter and Maggie. So what was the time on that one? 7 minutes. I did come into a 2-hat time, and it wasn't. It was actually a Skunkworks ping. It was Full Deck commenting on the Family Day Sudoku solve, which of course included the first bleeped swear word on my channel. It was not Maggie. Okay. There'll be a video coming sometime around Christmas, which should be fun. Normal Sudoku rules apply, and that's it. Okay, let's do some Sudoku. Oh my god, let's do some Sudoku. Okay. I'm immediately looking at 2s and going, I don't think they're giving me anything. What has Philip done to me? Did I consent to doing Sudoku? Is this non-consensual Sudoku? 4 is in one of those. So it puts 4 in one of those. Great. Yes, my parents loved it as well. Not just my mother does. Dad hasn't watched one in about 10 months. Funny that. Um, I'm allowed to have a sick sense of humour. He did. 2 goes in those. 3, I'm not sure. The other digit that's missing is 9. Not sure about that either. My father would have found that joke funny, so I have no problem making it. 1 can't go in those now. So 1 is in one of those. So that is a 1. 1 is not in any of those. That's not helpful. 1 is in one of those 2. Can I do more of like that with the 2s? I don't think I can. Or maybe I can. 2 is... Oh, no. Ooh. Missing the bleeding obvious. Okay. Oh, yes, I am. See that 4 right there? Missing the bleeding obvious. Okay, what's that done for me? One of the things that's made it really hard for me to take a break from the channel was how proud my father was of the work I'd done on the channel. Basically, one of the last things he ever said to me was how proud he was of the work that I'd done on the channel. And it's like, oh man, that's pressure. What am I missing? The solution. That's what I'm missing. I make that joke a lot because for me, I'm not thinking of humor right now. I'm thinking of bad Sudoku. Not that this is a bad Sudoku. This is bad Sudoku. 8 in box 6. I'll take it. 8 is not there. Right, that's an 8. That's a 7. Thank you. This is a 1-7 pair. So this is now a known pair, which is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A 4-6 pair. So this is a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 5. There's no 3 or 5 there. That's a 2. This is a 3-5 pair. So if that's a 2, what does that do? What does the 2 do? 1, 2, 6, 9. So this is 2 or 9. There's a 6 in one of those 2. So there's a 6 in one of those 2. That was an excellent spot. 4, 7, 8. That's 7 or 8. 4 or 7. Yeah, there's only 5 digits in the grid. I thought a Sudoku wasn't unique unless it had like 17 or something. There's only 5 digits. How can you solve a Sudoku with only 5 digits? Hang on. Hang on. That's a 6. How am I doing stupid things like that? So this is a 2 or a 9. Except that's not a 2. That's 9, 2. So what's this column? 3, 5, 9. So that's a 9. That's a 5. That's a 3. That's a 5. That's a 3. And this is an 8. I think there's actually work being done on that, Gillian. So Yeah, don't don't consider that a joke until after. Shouldn't sing the song that is being played, but it's a really good song. Yes, I am listening to Pink Floyd. I am listening to Pink Floyd that very few people listen to. Four is not there, so four is in one of those two. Interestingly enough, I'm listening to Maggie. Four, six, and seven. Yeah, I think there's some basic features I would like him to lock down first, but whatever. One of the things I know as a developer is do what, if you get the opportunity, do what is engaging. Because if all you focus on is the productive, boring stuff, you will hate everything. What am I doing? Sudoku. That's what I'm doing badly. I know I keep saying it and it's not really true. Well, maybe it is, but what are these? One, two, three? That's not a two. That's not a three. That's not a two. Not a two. Sven has not yet made this when I type the wrong digit but say the right thing, do the right thing. Please don't make it listen to my microphone. Um, so two is in one of those. Yep, I agree. Clover? As I said, if you hate what you're doing, you're going to not want to do it anymore. And we don't want Sven to stop. Oh, what time is it, by the way? Holy cow, it's nearly 11. I've been doing this a long time. So 9 is in one of these two. So this is a 2 or 3. This is not helping me. Well, the next puzzle is a clover puzzle, so that could happen. I often finish on clover puzzles. That way I go away feeling grumpy. No, wait, happy. The other thing. Content. Discontent. Malcontent. Malcontent. I go away feeling malcontent. I should focus on solving this thing because I'm not progressing. Less comedy or whatever this is, more solving. Oh Lord, what am I? 7-8 pair in box 7. Someone is saying there's a 7-8 pair in box 7. There's no 7 there. There's no 7 there. This is right. This is a 7-8 pair in box 7. Thank you. So these are 2, 4, and 6, and there's no 2 there. So I've got a 4, 6 pair. So that is a 2. And now I've got 4, 6 pairs all over the place. So these are 1 and 3. 7, 8 makes that a 4. Which means that's not a 4. That's the 4. Which means that's the 6. That's the 4. That's the 6. That's the 4. These are 2, 7, and 9. There's no 7 there. There's no 2 there. There's no 9 there. 1. No, wait, what? Huh. This invisible 1 has made that a 3 and that a 1, which makes that a 9, which means that's not a 9. 2, 3. This is now the 1. That's the 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9. So 9, 6. This column is missing an 8, not 8, 8. This is 6 or 7, which means this is the 8 and the 7. I wouldn't call what I'm doing solving, but it kind of approximates it. Where's 9? Wait, this is a 7, this is a 2, this is a 9. I was about to ask a very wrong question, which makes this 3 and this 2, which makes this 1 and this 3. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 7, which I can resolve because of, see that there? That 4 was hidden. I swear it just appeared. 6 and 7. Though that's not 6, that's 6. This 7 makes this 1 and 7. And I need to put a 1 and a 3. And that is not a great time. 10 minutes and 50 seconds on wrong answers only. Oh no, I put in the correct solution. Does that mean I did it wrong? I did get a 1 hat time. Solve approximation. Oh, wow. I think I did it without an X-Wing. I may not have. I have sometimes used X-Wings when I've got incredibly frustrated. I'm really happy that I haven't had to fall back on what I feel are really advanced techniques that I don't think are the sort of thing that normally get put into gas puzzles. So I feel like I'm kind of been solving these in the spirit of gas. Even when I've missed stuff, I think I've done okay. As a confidence boost, this has really been a good one. Although that may be the cocktail. So I'm going to call this next one the last puzzle. Actually, before I go, what is the video going live tonight? So there'll be a video tonight, which is by Sniglet, and then tomorrow night's puzzle will be a puzzle by Riff Clown, and then there will be the first channel break in a very long time. So, yeah. Anyway, Clone Sudoku by Clover. I've heard of Clover. Anyway, normal Sudoku rules apply. Two grey shapes contain exactly the same digits in the same positions without rotation or, yeah, anyway. Digits may repeat within grey shapes as long as they follow Sudoku rules. Okay, so I reckon I'm looking for naked singles probably, because this sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this is 7, 8, 9. So this has to be 7, 8, 9, but it can't be 9. So this can't be 9. I'm probably doing this all over the place, aren't I? So this can't be 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 5, 6. Sorry, 5. Whoa, I'm typing wrong. 5. Ah, that's a problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, or 9. So this is 5, 6, 8, or 9, but it's not 5, so this is not 5. I'm doing this wrong. When he asked that his men be withdrawn. So 1 is in one of those two, but 1 can't be there. There's what I should be doing. So 2 is in one of those two by Sudoku, which means 2 is in one of those two, but it's not there. So 2 is in one of those two, which means 2 is not there. 1 is not in one of those. 1 can't be there because 1 can't be there. So that's a 1. These are 6, 7, 8, 9. So these are 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's the 5. There's no 6 there. So there's no 6 there. There'll be another trick to this. And I'm about to ruin it on you, Clover. I'm sorry. Because 5 must be down here. Because of the fact that 5 is down here by Sudoku, which means 5 is in one of these by Sudoku. But it's not there, so it's not there. This is... I don't like this pencil mark, so I'm going to get rid of it. But this is true. 2... 4 is in one of those two. The rest of them dying. 1 is in one of those two. But 1 can't be there because 1 can't be there. That's a 1. That's a 1 by Sudoku, and that's all the 1s in the grid. 6 is in one of those two, which means 6 can never be in any of those. But yeah. Well, 6 can't. 6 is in one of those two, so 6 could never be. I'm good. Wait a minute. I know what these are. 5, 6, 8, and 9. So these are 5, 6, 8, and 9. That's a 2. There's no 6 in there. That's a 6. So that's the 6, and that's not the 6. This is a 7, 8, 9. So these are 3, 4, 5. So there's no 4 there. There's a 4 there, which makes that the 4. There's no 4 there. This is really, really something. There's no 6 in those. There's no 5 there, so there's no 5 there. This is a triple. 1, 2, 4, 7. There's no 4 in either of those. That's the 4, that's the 2, that's the 7. So I know what these are. These are 5, 8, and 9. So these are 5, 8, and 9. So this is a 3, which I could have got earlier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are 8 and 9. So these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So 7 and 6. There's no 7 there. So there's no 7 there. Oh, crikey, that's a 3. That 5 has been hiding from me. So these are 2, 7, and 8. So these are 2, 7, and 8. There's no 7 there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 9 go into those. So those are resolved. 6 and 9. This is just glorious. There's still something that I'm not wrapping my head around clearly, but that's okay. That's an 8, so that's an 8. There's no 8s in there. It's a 5, 9 pair. So this is a 5, 9 pair, which 8 is in one of those two. Oh, hang on, that means 8 is in one of those two. So that's 2, that's 7. So that's 8, 9, 7. So we've got 2, 7, 8, 9, 7, 5, 9. Holy cow! 5, 9. So what are these? 1, 2. Well, that's 3, so that's 2, and that's 4. Which hasn't... I... 4, 8, 6, 7. So 6 and 7, which means this is the 6. These are what, 3 and 9? So 3, 9. Hang on, I've... 2, 8, 2, 5, 8. Is this right? 5, 8, 4, 5, 8, 4, 5, 9? Doesn't include solutions, so I'm not sure. But the clones are correct. And the Sudoku is obviously correct. So that was stunning. That was a really nice one to finish on. And what was my time? 7:26. Didn't two hat it. But that's okay. As I said, I've only got one head that I'm prepared to show on the internet. Thank you everyone for dropping in. I really didn't expect attendance anything like this when I was streaming my own time. Like I Australian evening is I must imagine it's just a terrible time. So if I am going to be doing more evening streaming of puzzles. Whether it's gas puzzles or something, I'm going to try and do it. I do a lot of video game streaming over on BremSter Games. Some of you here watch that. Thank you, Frappy, Eric, Ratfinks, the people who do watch that. I'm glad you come along and enjoy it. It is a very different experience. It's a lot more slow paced and a very different thing, but it's just me playing video games and trying to be me. Um, I rarely know a few hours in advance, Clover, but I will try if I do know I'm going to, I can try and post and share through all of the things. Normally do a notification to my YouTube. If you do the following on the Puzzle Plaza, I will do a post there to the people who've subscribed to my YouTube notifications there. And I will also post on my channel that you'll see the live notification if I know that I'm going to do it. So I may try and do that. Tonight kind of happened out of a whim. I was going to play video games and then I thought, you know what, I want to do some puzzles. So yeah, thank you everyone. Really do appreciate it. This has been a phenomenal stream. I've really enjoyed it. This has been, I'm not going to say one of my favorites because I enjoy them all, but actually sitting here and pushing myself a little bit harder than normal. It has been it's been nearly 4 hour stream in which I only solved, was it 23 puzzles? Because one day had two. So it still wasn't a ridiculously fast solving experience, but I feel that I've sort of got everything back together. Thank you everyone for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, feel free to check out all of the other stuff that I try and do. There is a huge backlog of stuff on BremSter puzzles, like nearly 800 videos now. There's the Race to 37 videos and BremSter Unpub and the Skilling Sudoku, which are unlisted but available through playlists, which gets me close to 1,000 videos, 900 videos on the channel, including the live streams I get there. And on BremSter Games, I've got like a couple of hundred streams of different games where I just log on and have fun. If you want to talk to me about anything, great. And as always, everyone, and as MGL said, good luck with your solving. Bye, everyone.